Hello everybody. I think I'm about ready to get started. So let's chat a little bit. Oops. That's for the future. We could turn that off for now. I see what has happened. That's fine. New Year, same me, says remote battery. I think I overwrote one of the URLs. I'm not gonna worry about it. But anyway. Future thing, I don't feel like changing it now. Welcome, Retract Remote. So, it's present drop rate up. So, I'm gonna do enemies with a lot of quests. Or, excuse me, reverse to that sentence. I'm gonna do a lot of quests with a lot of enemies. So, preferably, I would lean a little more towards CF4. Although, if chat is willing to humor me, once we have somebody with a hell shotgun, I do want to showcase another quest. It might not be the one that you're thinking of, but technically, we have not done this on the entirety of the event, to my knowledge, because I usually avoid this quest. But I think we'll do it at some point on stream, for sure. Anyway, let's boot into things. So, I believe Retract. CCC is a good guess. We might end up doing some CCC. There's actually, we'll call it the Forbidden Quest. There is a quest I usually refuse to play each year during an event, but I will humor chat with something that I wanted to show. But I'll only do that if somebody is Hellshot. I'm not doing that quest without Hellshot, let me tell you. Both CCC and that quest should not be done without Hellshot. It is a big waste of time. Truth and honesty right there. But that is the Christmas Fiasco 2 quest. The forbidden one. The one I play even less than CF1. There is actually something to say that the quest is like actually decent if all you do is resets. But I highly don't ever recommend finishing that quest. Let's bring in some red ID at first. Let's see who's around. Got people in their low 70s. I don't like that blue and purple combination. Like that. Sure thing. Let's start off with a little bit of episode 4. Then we'll move into CF. We need somebody with shotgun. Like, I could be the one that shotguns, but then I don't know if chat even has orange ID, for example. It's an unusual combination of IDs and requests, so it's like, I don't expect people to have an orange ID anything. If they do, great, it frees me up and I could be the hell shotgunner. But we'll see how it goes from there. So we'll wait a couple minutes for somebody to join in. I want to clip my fingernails and toenails? I'm gonna go with I don't understand, but welcome in Parameter. I'm gonna do the, yeah, he beat me to it, but that's what I'm thinking. I would be confused too. I was hoping he'd but dumbfounded silence is also about on par. So yeah, so there is something we could do with CF2, but it's something where I'm kind of like, whatever. Oh, Retract, did your roommate want to jump in on this? Because I saw you were posting that in the looking for group within the Discord. Yeah, I'm thinking some episode 4. We'll try a little bit of CF2. I think within Parameter we could probably do it. Granted, we're not going to the end. There is a specific cutoff point where the quest becomes completely unfun. I can humor the chat and go there. evilstever, of course there's a spot. We just started, come in. More than welcome. I think both of you are looking for ranger items anyway, so it just makes sense to try to get some of those before we do something a little harder. Colette is here. So we'll give another minute or so in case somebody wants to hop in. Yeah, it is sadly in the middle of odd beat, so no pew pew laser. But I feel like this quest it's more important to have traps and ATP supporting a force. If there's no force, then, you know, as many pew pew lasers as you want. But I do feel like lockdown is pretty good. Pew pew laser can crowd control them to an extent, but it's not going to be as effective as like a freeze trap or somebody with like dark flow or etc etc. Just like absolute damage or absolute shutdown. Once everybody's assembled, that'll be the time that we move on. So yeah, there are a couple things I want to show off that we haven't done during the event, and all of them involve a lot of enemies. I could in theory loan out my health shot, just so one of them uses it, but it also requires a V502, which is a little annoying to also loan out, because I have to switch characters. Health shot's in my bank, V502 is not. It is on very specific characters. I'm assuming it is just the three of us. I'm looking at IDs. We have a purple and a green. Okay. We might do some green ID of this quest. If we could get a fourth person, I would say we would do some Christmas Fiasco 4, for example. But I don't really want to do Christmas Fiasco with only 3 people. Sounds a little bit of a miserable time on some of those wave clears, especially if they don't also have like demon, like really, really strong demons. Or like your multi-hit Slicer Fanatics, etc, etc. But for this quest, this is probably fine. A little bit. Oh, they got spooked. I wasn't expecting that. Unfortunate. This is where ATP matters. See, the two of them combined can probably combo kill. That's all I'm looking for. You know, and obviously more targets fighting Zeus, the better. Heaven Striker's a good choice. Charge Vulcan's super good. Lots of options for single target in this quest. Yeah, look how wounded they are. They don't even need to swap weapons. Don't even worry about it. When you see those lizards, just kind of take a little breather. Hopefully we get some Cannon Rouge for the group. I think we'll do like 1 or 2 of these quests, and then we'll try some other quests. But I figure it's worth at least trying to get the group powered up a little bit. Yeah, don't worry about it. You don't super need it. As long as I'm always stacking, it doesn't matter. It only becomes relevant if there's only like 3 enemies left and there's 2 people meleeing and we need a third. Not come up very often in this quest. Like how he moved before he did his thing. I don't think that is normal behavior. He's supposed to do that. I'm gonna just... Oh, they get frozen frame 1. So one downside, just to be aware, if you shoot the Astarch as early as possible, it could cause a state, which I forget the acronym that they usually use. Chat probably knows what I'm talking about. But a state of no hit. So like, it'll be frozen and you can hit it on your screen, but other people can't. So like, I went to go debuff that Astarch, for example, and I actually couldn't because it was more or less frame 1 frozen. So what I usually do for a timing principle is I wait to see, like, for example, I wait for Gafoe to damage, and then they react, and then in seeing their reaction, I go ahead and then I do my other things. But you'll see that if people have, like, a really well-placed freeze trap, or if they're, like, buffering a frozen shooter. So just be aware that that's a thing. It actually causes damage to drop when that happens. Because usually usually at least 1 person is impacted, but sometimes only 1 person can actually damage them. You'll see that also with some annoying enemies like Gibbles and Deldeps. They're just, again, kind of those unfun things in episode 2, but it can happen in episode 4 as well. There we go. Good job, team. Yeah, if you watch, like, they'll recoil, and then that's when I'll go for the freeze. I could go much faster, but if chat is wondering why on screen I don't go for, like, a buffered Rebarda that it hits them on spawn, it's because I could risk the Rangers just not doing any damage. Back to stacking for a little bit. And the good thing is, if I'm stacking, like, they can just relax. They want to regen some TP or whatever, it's fine. Don't have to worry about anything. I'll kill them pretty quickly. There we go. Good timing. Guess I'll try to freeze him with Rebarda. This is a good room usually for Cannon Rouge. We'll see if it drops. Probably not. One can hope, though, for the newer players. We see it. Then they'll understand the endgame hunts that people do. They're like, come on, Red ID. Give us something good. Also, yeah, I'm good. This will go faster next time. By the time they kill the zoo, everything should be mostly down. More or less. Oh, they stopped hitting the zoo for some reason. I wonder if it went off screen for them. One. Nicely done. Good finish. There we go. Perfect. I should level this quest and get a little closer to where I want to be, excuse me, with defense. Let's freeze. I'm gonna go back to stacking. Pull these guys down a little bit. Another good room for Cannon Rouge. I deserve that. I didn't pull properly. Yeah, this is the only time where melee might speed it up because I missed one Gapoe stack. But otherwise, you know, it doesn't really matter. I gave you an idea. That was the window. Like, oh no, one more Gapoe needed to come out. It ultimately really matters. Yeah, now that I have full Gapoe stacks out, these guys are just actually done. But by the time that zoo dies, they're gonna be dead. There's not really a time loss there. And last chances for Cannon Rouge here. Let's see if we get it. I'm gonna say, by lack of excitement, I think group did not get it. Getting bullied. Now I run. Striker plus, ew. I like to put a little bit of a delay on the Gafoe so that way they pull in as much as possible. Ooh, really good demons. Early kill is always welcome. Is that a completely max Striker plus? I didn't... Chat, did you know that it was color coordinated to be orange on drops that are maxed? Today I learned. Did you know? I didn't know. Yeah, a perfectly maxed Striker plus. Might actually be worth picking up. The item's normally a piece of junk, but collectors do like stuff that's completely maxed. It's kind of ironic that it has Striker in the name, and it is completely useless for Heaven Striker. It doesn't raise laser damage, it doesn't add MST, it doesn't even really add accuracy in a meaningful way over something like Ranger Ball. Just super disappointing. Can you imagine if that thing had raised like the base weapon ATP of Heaven Striker? How good it would be, along with other things. Like, it had a lot of potential. They let us down. They know what they did. Yeah, this is where if you have a melee weapon, these guys are a little too hard to burst. If you don't, it's fine. I'll kill them eventually, it's not a big deal. We're gonna debuff here. Yeah, my goal is basically to debuff as much as possible so that way newer players don't just instantly die. Because you can get crit for like 600 plus, so getting hit twice and kill people. My only goal here is to only Gapoe stack. It is not worth me trying to time out a debuff here, because if I miss a single Marissa stack, this whole group is dead as far as I'm concerned. Almost as dead as this lyric song is in the playlist. Are you trolling me? Why is there lyrics? What that? I mean, on the plus side, I didn't spook most of the rappies. There we go. After this will be the Gertabulu. Gotta be kidding me. This is starting to really annoy me. Please stop giving me... Alright, we're pausing. Next soundtrack. Stellar Glow. We moved on from Soul Sacrifice. It said Soul Sacrifice Delta, so maybe there's a sequel game or something. But either way, I don't want to go into the full lyrics. Just a really dumb way to get the VOD muted. Is actually kind of a problem. Okay, they waited for me. That's a good sign. We're gonna do a little wiggle. We're gonna do a little wiggle. Just to make sure the zoos chase us. So they'll slowly navigate to the upper portion of the room. Technically, if there's like 2 raw casts, what could happen is that 1 raw cast takes the bottom left, 1 takes the upper right. Also, if you're really confident in the group clear time, it is possible to freeze trap in the lower left, walk away from it, and it could freeze the incoming Goron detonators. Now, that's more of an advanced tech, but if you get bored and you want to practice with the freeze trap, it is possible to freeze both groups with 1 character. So if you're looking for something fancy to do, downside though is if somebody walks near the bottom left freeze trap, at any point it's going to detonate early, which really sucks. It's more important that if you have a single raw cast, you have them exactly where our current raw cast is. To deal with that Goron detonator wave. Dealing with those before they become a problem is huge. If you're wondering what to do if you're not the raw cast, that kind of wave where there's all those Gorons, the Force is like, please protect me from that. I'm gonna get absolutely mauled. So if you're not sure what to do, stop things from reaching the Force, and it'll go very quickly. The Force does not want to see a wall of angry Gorons attempting to kill them. Oh, those Rappies just actually got deleted. Get rid of these. So we got some Zoos. I'm gonna go ahead and demon them. Although I think with our current group, maybe I'll just Rebarda the Zoos. The way we got a little more lockdown. With 4 players, it's a little easy to put a Zoo here and a Zoo there. Welcome, Void Money. Hope you're doing well. You know, a long time ago, I remember trying the game Stellar Glow. I never finished it. I don't know if it's actually worth playing, to be honest with you. It's one of those ones, I played it because I was bored. It has interesting music, but unfortunately a lot of it is vocals, so I skipped... I knew in advance to skip like 8 vocal songs, because every character theme I think is vocals. So we're only listening to a portion of the soundtrack today. Doing good. Hope you're having a good New Year's Eve since Void Money. Well, it's good that you're doing well. Mine is okay, I guess. Oh, I wasn't using the menu to Gapoe stack. I could actually die there. Walk slightly. We're gonna go ahead and just... So I know there's gonna be the Zoos into the Goron detonators in the middle. So I know I don't really need to stack very much. Might as well just Rebarda. Your Hugh Casil's orange ID? Nice, nice. It's to quit. My big New York move is to quit my job and do content creation full-time. Say that's very brave. Hopefully it goes well if you're being serious about full-time content creation. There we go. Good fire trap use. That's a good example of just squeezing out a little more damage. I just wanted to Since I missed the Gabowie stack on the other one, where Bowie's faster in that scenario, but I need to make sure the last kill is a little bit of Gabowie. Speaking of things I need protection from, I believe in you, team. Thank you. It's like, I was kind of a wall of enemies that did not like me. Yeah, Orange IG CF2 is actually kind of real. Dev G, thank you for subscribing. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Wayne Bunny says, yes, I am. Hit partner on YouTube a while ago, but haven't had time to keep up with it. I'm going to do that full time and just do odd jobs to supplement my income. Oh, congratulations. I've been thinking about if I wanted to do anything in regards to YouTube, but I just know I don't have time to do a lot of video editing, and I feel like better YouTube content requires that, whereas I could just sit and stream. Most of my stuff is more about long form than short form, so I think it makes sense for now to remain on Twitch. When I do my guides and such, like, that would make more sense for it to, you know, remain on YouTube and things like that. Otherwise, like, these kinds of events, I'm not as sure. Because the problem is, like, I have an okay-sized Twitch audience, but more it's a problem of I don't really want to split people. I know for one, I actually really don't like YouTube streaming, like, at all. I don't know, maybe I'm like the odd man out. I just actually really don't like it. I had a chance to experience it as like a mod for somebody else's stream recently, and I was like, wow, this sucks. I'll be real with you. I was like, I don't know, I was not sold. It is very basic and it was missing a lot of things. Merry Christmas, FG. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. YouTube crowd hates Twitch for the most part. It's just one of those things I don't really care. So it's like, I don't know. For now, I'll stay on Twitch. I thought about multi-streaming and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it's worth the hassle for me to do. But who knows? Maybe if there is a lot of comments on the VODs, I'll think about it. But again, the people that are usually watching the VODs are watching from Twitch. I don't think I have a quote-unquote YouTube audience. Like, I might get occasional people, but then they usually transfer over to Twitch. Do you know what I mean? Because, I mean, these are Twitch VODs. More convenient for people to watch streams on platforms on YouTube, no points though. You maybe quarter my streams as multi-stream, depends on what games I'm streaming. Yeah. It's like my identity on YouTube is everything we do on Twitch, so it's, I don't know, it's not really like a fresh start. I would say, like, in hindsight, I would have probably taken it more seriously, I guess. Oh, I'm not really needed here. I'm gonna move on. Yeah, like, again, if I decided to either hire an editor or have people edit, whether it's myself or close people, and start compiling that information, it would make sense. So it's not that I don't know how to edit, it's just that I also feel like the styles of edits that I see on stuff like YouTube is like a total turnoff for me, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, it's a generational thing. I just find it really gross. Yeah, it's like I'll trim it because I'm satisfied. I want to cut out dead air in the guide, for example. And I'll do some screen transitions. I'll fix some audio in post. Like I'll do those kinds of things. I don't care about that. But it's like, do I want to do that every day that I stream? Absolutely not. We're getting such a bad pattern. Ooh, I was like 1 frame too late. I saw the spark of Resta, but I didn't get the sound effect. Really? Will you stop? Where's your missile attack? Ooh, like 1 frame too early. The sound effect went off. Boss. I'm planning my work week to be streaming 3 days a week, editing full-time. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things. I respect the people that could do the grind, but I know I'm like, I have a full-time job. That's why I'm like, that's the counterpoint to editing those kind of videos. It's like, I want to have fun in the interim with my like 3 to 4 hours. I don't really want to spend that time editing. We're putting in like dumb zoom-ins and sound effects. I don't know what to call it. It's like, I almost want to say they're like TikTok sound effects, but I think it predates TikTok by a little bit. It's just like things they use to like punctuate jokes, and they'll do like the bong bong bong. I just find that stuff so annoying, chat. I'm like, please don't send me videos like that. I will not watch them. Or like I'll see videos where they're, you know, they're talking about a serious topic, and then there's some kind of dumb racing game in the background. No, but there's like a specific yeah, I guess they're technically called hooks, but I mean like in general, that sound effect is called something, but I don't remember. There's like an era of the way they do it. Yeah, documentary makes more sense, but yeah, that kind of stuff drives me wild. I'm like, I don't want to watch videos like that. That is a fast way to get me to close out. The clip art of sound samples, yeah, it's just kind of one of those things where they play kind of like meme clips, I guess the best way to put it. But it's like a specific generation of it where I'm just like, nah. I'm like, no, I don't really want to listen to this. You know, the what? And like stuff like that. I just find it annoying, to be real with you. Have you disclosed your full-time profession publicly? No. The most I've ever said on stream is that I'm IT, but I haven't gone into details. Other than I don't enjoy that kind of stuff in YouTube videos. Just like, I can't take it, chat. I'll be like, power to people that want to listen to that. I am not one of those people. I'm not the target audience. Let's do one more on Red ID, and then we'll try some orange parameters around. I would not. There's no advantage to that. Oh, you mean disclose the job? Yeah, I don't really want to. There's many reasons I don't want to go full public with it, but one of them is that it is not to my advantage to mention it. Looks like a parameter's here. Damn, that scientist's better than me. See him body block me? He's like, yeah. He's like, you can defeat Falls, but can you defeat me? And I'm like, damn, you're right. My levels are irrelevant. He's too powerful. So we'll wait a little bit for the roommate. After this, we'll do a little bit of CF2. I'm assuming a parameter at least has Hell something. Whether it's like Slicer. Because it's definitely not a quest worth doing unless you have challenge mode weapons. I can loan out some items, potentially. But I wanted to showcase a particular reset for consideration. So it's known that you would do Orange ID Christmas Fiasco 2 for Del Sabers. That's not new. What I don't see really talked about, Gibble's potential. I think it's actually not that bad for Gibble's, as just kind of a little extra at the end of your Daylight Scar run. I don't see that talked about as often. I definitely don't recommend finishing the quest unless you have a bunch of maniacs that enjoy Episode 2 BS. For those that haven't seen the quest before, there's a specific point when it goes to central control area where the whole quest becomes in the dark. And I'm like, who hurt you? Who hurt you, quest designer that made this? Because this is just garbage. Just like, aha, we are going to impair your ability to make decisions. Truly, that is fun. Don't you like not seeing more than 2 character lengths in front of you? The answer's no. I don't like it, so I don't play it. Somehow that's not the worst part of the quest, but it's up there. Truly nonsensical. Yeah, when people wonder when I complain about, like, Episode 2 spawn patterns, that quest has a lot of them. So if nothing else, it's a good showcase of things I don't like in vanilla Episode 2 that I think at least the people that have done custom quests have avoided, and I can't understate how much I don't like those in quests. I blame you, Sega. You knew what you were doing. Well, you knew enough to make something, but maybe not enough to know you shouldn't. I'm a little disappointed. We've cleared a quest. Haven't seen presents so far with drop rate up. A little disappointed, chat, I'm not gonna lie. Feel like they're letting us down at the moment. It's not like we're not killing a bajillion enemies. It's a massive attack. That'll teach him. Well, I can see some demons are coming out. Good demons. So potentially for CF2, we could rely on raw moral buffs, and I could switch to a character with Hellshot. Thinking about it. There's a character I'm going to level. And she has near max accuracy, which is the only thing that matters with Hellshot. When your accuracy is over 220, you're like, yeah, you're good. You use Hellshot. We'll get some stacks out. Slow the enemies down a little bit. Goodbye, random enemies. Oops. Got them. Suddenly debuff time. A little bit of chip damage here, and then we'll go back to Gapoe second. Again, the goal with the Force is you never fight the wave you're currently on. You're doing like that mental gymnastics kind of stuff. You're like, hold on. If I Gapoe here, in 4 more moves, I'm gonna see another enemy that will be hit by that thing that I cast. Oh, Forces, you're so silly. Nicely done from me. Hopefully it doesn't go full lyrics. This might be acceptable for the lyrics. Little short stuff like that usually doesn't trigger it. As I said before, I remember liking the soundtrack of this game. I don't think I enjoyed the game itself. It's kind of funny that it's now an artist that I've actually, well, that we've now been listening to for a while. Checks out. Welcome, Josie Gozger. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year to you too. For me, I got a while. I got like 6.5 hours. Rip all my TP. Doing well, but struggling to get out of bed. Oof. Sorry to hear. So 20 more minutes technically. Oh no. Goodbye, enemies. Yeah. I guess we could try to lean on the buffs. We don't need really high-level buffs to deal with CF2. As long as we have a certain breakpoint where we go, not doing this quest anymore, we don't need high ones. Alright, time to leave. Rude. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, I'm running. It's like... There we go. Yeah, we're gonna recognize if I see somebody with the glide, or not glide fun, if I see somebody with the twin blaze out, I'm not gonna use my fireball. We call that respecting the fireball priorities, where that range is very short, where I have to time it very tightly. It's still possible for me to do it with the force. It's just, I will emphasize it actually takes timing and skill with it versus you can just brain off with twin blaze. You might, if you see somebody with twin blaze, let them brain off. Don't worry about timing. Do what they need to do. The problem with it is that if you do it too early with Gafoi on Force, you can really mess up a wave where like Twin Blaze, or even to like some extent like Ramars or Humars with like level 15 Gafoi, the punishment for doing it too early is way less. Like they might just be grouped slightly further away. I do that and they're going to be halfway across the arena. So it's like, nah. Let them do the easier stun lock. Just get that consistency. Don't worry about it. Any new PSO resolutions? Mine's to find a Heaven Punisher. I was gonna say, you could find 220 PDs, and then you could buy a Heaven Punisher. You can make your dreams a reality. I see them for sale quite often in trading. We might technically go for Cycle Wand as part of this Orange ID. As I said before, it might be worth killing the Gibbles. There's just like two kind of bad spawns we have to deal with if we go for the Gibbles. And to no one's surprise, it involves Murder Flowers. Sorry about that. Oops. Oh, I got locked in my animation. So who knows, maybe in our showing off CF2, one of us will get the Miracle Cycle Wand. It's technically best to farm it on Orange ID, with Delbeater being pretty close for farms. Like, if there is a one-off run that is more likely to give you a Cycle Wand, it is probably going to be the thing that we're about to do. Goodbye, Zeus. Nice freeze trap. Everything getting shut down over here. Like good Bowie damage. Toasty. Four enemies. Oh, I'm getting bullied. Leave me alone. Nice level up. Yeah, CF2 actually has some interesting hunts because it has early access to Chaos Sorcerers. So it is, like, worth hunting, I would say, but it's not a really fun quest, if that makes sense. Like, people that enjoy it have a very high tolerance for Episode 2 BS. I don't have that tolerance. So generally speaking, we'll run it to showcase it, but don't expect, like, 5 hours of that run, either. Just be like, nah, we'll do a couple of resets, say we did it, move on. The XP is actually decent as long as somebody has a health shot. So I'll bring in a health shot, that way I could deal with them. And I'm assuming Imperameter has other options to deal with a lot of spaceship enemies. Or if nothing else, Traps deals with a lot of that. I don't need to worry about anything. On the plus side, I'll also be bringing Traps with the health shot. Yeah, I brought in an Orange ID Force with Piercing Negan, and they were actually okay for a couple things. A little worried this is going into too many lyrics territory. I have to skip this song. Sorry, Stella Glow. Go to the final boss music. Which I've not heard before, as this will never beat the game. See how it goes, I guess. Wow, what a difference having a full party does on that Goron detonator. Goodbye, Zeus. Oh, I was worried about it. Yeah. Downside, there are a lot of lyrics. Yeah, this is like the abridged version of it. We'll listen to like 40% of the soundtrack, since I already skipped all the character themes, and then the other versions of said character themes. Ouch. Purple miracle resets greater than you. Oh, Trails Eco. I was not following that abbreviation. Those listen, there's one thing I can't do is acronyms. I just stared at that and I was like, what am I looking at? Assuming you mean the Hilda Tour. Yeah, those things are not worth it. Unfortunately, team was a little far in front of me, so I'm gonna start second Capono. Yeah, I really don't recommend doing the blue ID anything for resets, or even purple. It was kind of a shame earlier on, like, before the stream, early in the morning. I was talking to a friend, and we were talking about, like, what people should be doing if they wanted Psycho 1 and stuff like that. And funny enough, 2 people got Psycho 1, presumably from the same quest. Maybe they, like, did a quest, and then, you know, 5 or 6 minutes later, they fought the same group of enemies. But anyway, Del Beaters. They were doing Del Beaters, 2 Psycho 1s today. Almost, not quite back-to-back, but there's, like, a 5-minute gap. So congratulations to those players. Yeah, you should be doing, like, that or Gibbles for that. Yeah, I think they were doing Phantasmal World 3. I didn't know what quest they were in, since I was in a quest at a time. I assume it was that, and not some horrible monstrosity of, like, CF2. If they did that in CF2, I'd be like, you're an actual monster. What's wrong with you? Why would you do it for that? What's wrong with you? One could hope that they did it in a more sane quest. I actually think the beginning of CF2 is not completely trash garbage. It starts to show its episode 2-ness when we go to Central Control Area, where I will apologize ahead of time. I definitely do not know when the murder flowers spawn, and I would like to apologize if we just suddenly die during that quest for no reason. Formal future apologies for that BS. I would just like to state, I think that's our 14th or 15th St. Million. Where's Condrew? Chat, where's Condrew? Have you seen Condrew? Put out a wanted poster. So sad. Damn, I got bodied. Oh, I just want to do some damage here. There we go. Condi out with the flu. Yeah, you're right. Truth. As I've learned before, even if I'm just by myself using Tex on this boss, it moved me. My Zalor will actually carry over to the final phase, so it's still worth Zaloring as a force. Those that are curious. We saw that last session. It doesn't come up very often. I'm used to doing 2-man runs of this quest. You know what? I love the missiles aren't targeting me. That's always fun. Oh, I spoke too soon. I could get double Rabarda there. Oh, it was so close. Like maybe 5 frames off. You're wondering what I'm going for. If I rest before the attack hits me, if I time it well, I think I have like a 2-frame gap or so. I actually don't take damage. I almost got it there. Like, the sound effect and heal will apply after I get struck, so I get healed post getting missiled in the face or whatever BS is happening. Unfortunately, though, I'm getting hard trolled by these spinners. These things are the worst. I'm actually going to go for the double here. Just perish. That was too early. Worth a try, I guess. To see how the Zalor is already applied to the boss, that speeds up the run significantly. There we go. Minor tech tip. We might level people in our party, maybe. This is worth a decent amount of experience. A 16-minute clear? Pretty good. Sadly, it looks like those boxes don't have any items of interest. Those 4 weapon boxes, I think, have been a source of 2 basically 80-hit calibers for the group. One day, we'll see it again. Right. I'm gonna switch characters. Brain had to process what character bank that was. That was the long, hard think. So normally people clear this quest to just kill all the Del Sabers. So for those that are not aware, there's only 2 enemies that give Daylight Scar coming into Spaceship. Orange ID is the more interesting of the 2 IDs that have it, with the intent being that because there's a lot of sorcerers, you could also end up with Gurrens. That's why it's usually preferred. We'll let Imperameter make the quest. Unless Imperameter wanted to be the Hellshot Ranger. I don't really care, but I just need to know. Otherwise, I'll just pick Orange Force. So yeah, the early part of it is kind of worth it because there's so many Del Sabers. The problem with the quest, as I said before, is it devolves into just absolute degeneracy as you go further with it. This song? Oh no, my audio kit. Silly audio. Yeah, there's not really too much here. So we're taking in not a Hellshot? No, there should always be a Hellshotter. It's too slow otherwise. If you have Hell in general, it's fine, but you need a V5 unit. Like, Hell by itself is not good enough. It has to come with V5, which is why I'm gonna do some V5ing. So I want the team to basically just ATP whatever they can. I'm going to instantly kill most wolves. I can sometimes kill Del Sabers instantly. I can kill Pan Arms pretty consistently. With the intent being that with enough ATP, we can clear things like you need ATP to kill the sorcerers, for example. So it's good that we have a little bit of ATP. What we'll need from the group is more Shifta. So I'm gonna bring in Ye Olde Deadshot. My accuracy's pretty good. It's 228. It's definitely above Hunter accuracy, so having that extra little percentage helps. Freeze traps will help with insta-kill. Yeah, I'm decked out with V101, V502, double Heavenly Arms, Ranger Wall. This character's gross. The only thing she needs right now is the deep parts. So we'll let Imperameter go to the Christmas event, and then we'll just kind of witness things. As I said before, I would say your priority is if you can freeze things like Del Sabers, great. If you could kill sorcerers, that's also good. You have a spare D parts? I might be interested. I need to do more very hard hunts. You can ignore the beginning. We're going to be split up in the beginning. We should all end up in the same room. Again, I really don't like episode 2 gimmicks where we just can't start buff with each other. It's kind of annoying. Yeah. Just talk to your respective console, and we should be good. And then we'll take the warp, and then all of us should be together. Yeah, to show you the kill speed difference, like, you cannot compete with Hellshot in this quest. But where my Hellshot might fail, you might be able to hit with the, against the Guild Chicks. Sorcerer's team. Deal with everything other than the Sorcerer. My ATP is okay. It's not super worth me attacking that. The switch, I think, is to the right. Up to you. Give it a freeze. That's not the trap I thought people were using. That's fine. So with enough ATP, it's fine. I will just randomly cheese out like half of the room. So it's better for me to just sometimes be here, or to come in with like piercing me good. As you can see, a character that's 112 is like competing with the kill speed of 3 players. That should give you an idea how broken Freeze is, to be honest with you. I mean, look at that. Freeze plus Hell equals friendship. Yeah. So with Hell, I think the quest is actually worth running. And we could get presents this way, honestly. Like, you can see the kill speed's pretty good. And this is, like, relevant drops. So, gotta back up a little bit and introduce them to some insta-kill, maybe. Nice level up. So we're gonna go to another room, which is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and freeze them. I'm not gonna worry about my damage. I pop some crystals, whatever. Doesn't really matter. The insta-kill failed. Oh no. One insta-kill. 75 EDK is a little rough. I actually like playing Force when it's like 80, 75 EDK. So if you do have like a faux neural, I think she's actually pretty good at this quest. So if we were taking it all the way to Seabed, I would probably just bring in her and then give my health shot to somebody else. But we're not going to go the full length of the quest. You can see like kill speed, you know, we're getting 160 XP a second. On episode 2, like, Chad, how often do you see high XP in episode 2? But again, it's very dependent on these hell shots and team having a lot of freeze. Hey, Daylight Scar, congratulations, point of the run, already achieved. That is a fantastic weapon. Hopefully it came with a little bit of hit, or at least really high attributes, because honestly, you don't need, I was gonna say, you honestly don't need super high hit on like Rambar and Ramarl. You would actually super prefer the others. Yeah, every Del Saber is a chance at that weapon, and every Sorcerer is a chance at a Gurren. So if you heard of the Gurren Shuriken combo to create Jizai, you can end up putting a hit percentage Gurren here, while also getting plenty of good XP. And one thing that's kind of unfortunate, I don't know if there's a way to kill those dub chicks early. They're going to be around for a while, is what I'm telling you. I just don't know. Last time I played it, I didn't see it. I'm gonna rely on the kind courtesies of healers to some extent in this quest. Unfortunately, with 80 resists, the guild chicks are a bit more annoying. Honestly, I could see people soloing this quest with a hell shot. Honestly, it got good enough stats. They could do anything here. One. Wow, with like every hell shot there, that was awkward. I killed that one instantly. Get my own die, mate. I'll do whatever ATP I can here, which is not much. Ooh, excuse me. That is a wall of dead enemies. But I mean, like, look at the difference of HellCleave. Like, look at that. They're just all instantly dead. It's kind of sick. So here's where it starts to go into the questionable territory. So this is where I think this kind of reset, worth it. 163 XP a second. It's not bad if only one person is challenge mode weapons. I'm sure it's really stupid broken when people are like max gear. But I think it's doable as long as there's at least one hell shot, right? Or like a hell kunai even is probably fine. Now here's where we have to ask ourselves a little bit of a question. Is it worth trying to get the Gibbles from here? So we're all gonna take the little happy warp together. And like the first few rooms are tolerable, right? It's mostly just hellable stuff. It's somewhere in the middle where you start to see that it's an episode 2 quest. Like that other portion that we just did, that was fine. I have no complaints about it. The only thing I kind of wished in between is I wish there was a healing circle. I really wanted that damage. So it's like, yeah, just kind of get your complimentary cycle 1 here, maybe. And there's like an okay amount of Gibbles before we get to the warp. But I'm gonna warn you, everything after the warp is horrible. So we can humor chat and go past the warp, but I think like it's okay. On insta-kill. Damn, insta-kill said no. Like, these spawns, I don't have a problem. Yet they take me a little bit by surprise, but they're not, like, game-ending. So when I'm complaining about the spawns, it's not these. We're getting closer to the ones I find annoying. There's another Gibbles. Sadly, for Giant Murder Flower, Orange doesn't really get anything. We only really care about Gibbles on Orange. Like, there's no Heart Ofs or anything from them. Like, I think like one of them just drops like a Suka or something stupid. I really hope they get rid of that. Future reference. Please get rid of a Suka from Rare Murder Flower. It actually makes no sense. But you see how there's like an okay amount of Gibbles coming here? Red Scorpio, exactly. Like, just get rid of those, please. Where I'm like, yeah, even if we're doing the resets, it might be worth checking this just for Psycho Wand. Yeah, Gibbles hits like a truck. And then I was thinking the other ID that would potentially do this quest that could still get Daylight Scar is Sky ID, if I remember correctly. And there's also a decent amount of Gaiguis at the end of the quest. So we could experiment and try this quest on like Sky ID in the future. Yeah, here's where it's like, I'm not a big fan of these spawn patterns. Like, we handled it because we're in a large group, but man, oh man, if you're solo, I call that kind of spawn the run ender. If you don't know it's coming, you are just done in single player play. Nice present. Yeah, like aside from that one wave, so far it hasn't been, you know, atrocious. And again, a lot of that has to do with the fact that like Hell really, really clears the stuff out fast. And like spawns like this are also fine because if you know they're there, you could freeze trap or like a force could Rabarda, right? Like this is manageable. And here's the 5 Gaiguis I was talking about for why it might be worth trying to do Seal J Sword here. Welcome, Barkeep. It gets bad, says Techium. Yeah, it gets real bad. Now, unfortunately, I got debuffed, so because we don't. Oh, I don't have a Soul Atomizer. Oh. That really blows. I might as well die. I'm literally doing more damage to have died. So these enemies can get annoying without a force. And that's why I think if we want to go to this point of the quest, we would just bring an Orange ID force in. So in theory, I could loan my Hell Shot as I bring in a force for like very serious clears. So I will let chat decide. Do you want to see the absolute garbage that is on the other side of the warp, or take my word for it? Like, you have to be a willing participant, because I'm telling you right now, it is absolutely horrendous as soon as you go through that warp. It starts bad, it gets worse. Like, it just that's the only one. Let's do it. Okay, you must see it. Well, it's ironic that you say you want to see it, because you're gonna be seeing a whole lot of nothing real soon. Have fun with that. Welcome to episode 2, baby. Oh, are you having fun? I don't think so. Yeah, you definitely need Demon Shot. I agree, Techium. Like, this quest is just... We're at the peaceful side of things. Like, where's the miracle in the room? Well, I could kind of see it, I guess. Oh, just wait. There's a specific formation in this game that I absolutely hate, and it does it. It's in like 5 waves or so. We got a little bit of a reprieve before we come to the group run ender, where if you don't know there's a cross formation. Oh yeah, also this one, by the way, all the Zol Gibbons that are not hellable with 1 Gibbles in the middle. What a monster. Whoever had made this spawn, what an evil individual. You should feel bad. Like, what is this? This is, yeah, you need like Demon Needle. Like, what is this? I can't kill this wave quickly at all. It's horrible. There's so many enemies. I feel like we're coming to the quintuple. It's like 4 Murder Flowers, Gaigui in the middle. When that happens, just GG. I expect a party wipe when that happens. If we somehow survive that more than 3 seconds, it'd be a miracle. Turn it off, I've seen enough. Oh, we haven't gotten to the bad one yet. Like, this is still almost tolerable, but still horrendous. Yeah, trying to find the enemies on the minimap versus like visual. Like, sometimes you'll see the Gaiguis. Sometimes. Oh, I'm dead. Get nuked. They burned my scapegoat earlier, I think. Rip. Yeah, Gaiguis without a force, kind of blow, not gonna lie. So if we ever do this for Sky ID, we have to bring force. It is non-negotiable. No, we're still at the tolerable portion of the quest. Let me briefly look away and see if I pay the price, switching over the soundtrack. Valkyria Revolution is now. I think it might be this way. We're really close to it. I imagine it's at most 1 wave away. No, this wave is fine. Maybe it's right after the Gibbles. There's like a really horrendous cross formation VS. Oh, I died instantly. You know what? I didn't even see what hit me, to be honest with you. He was kind of in his block animation, but he didn't actually punch there. I have no idea what happened. I'm assuming I got Gibbles cheesed. I'm saving some freeze traps for the Murder Flowers. But hey, who knows? Maybe the struggle here will net a Psycho Wand. I say, not believing any word that I say. Like, this is where, like, if you don't have super good gear, you can see why I don't want to do this quest. Are we seriously getting lyricked right now? Right now in this quest? Please no. Yeah, make sure to rebuff. There we go. Okay, maybe it's right after this wave. We have to... I know it's towards the end, but we must be getting close. Oh man, imagine leveling up in this quest. Here it is. This one is just absolute hateful. Who did this? This spawn is hateful. Look at that. Gibbles, Gaigui, triple Murder Flower. Actually hateful. What is this spawn? Oh, am I done? Rip me. That spawn is just such evil. It's evil, chat. Oh, it's the last one in the room? I haven't even bothered going past this point. But anyway, this gives you an idea of episode 2. Present made it all worth it? Well, you got the present. I didn't get anything. I got Jack. Oh my god. Oh, like, screw this quest. This quest is terrible. I don't mind the beginning part, though. It's like an actual, almost decently made quest, and then this... Still more fun than Fragments? Oh, you mean on Lines 3? I was gonna say, I'd rather do Fragments of a Memory over this, for sure. I don't even know what's on the other side. I guess I could peek. Yeah. I'll kill this wave, but I'm gonna lobby. But I would agree. The problem with, like, not having a force into the Gaigui is that when we get debuffed, we don't do any damage. So I don't know how much people saw... Ooh, I want that Scape Doll before I leave. I want that Scape Doll. There we go, and I'm gonna slash lobby. But yeah, it wastes a lot of time to do. So, like, you guys might have had some okay times as newer players. We as veteran players don't want to do a Gaigui without it. So I think because there's only, like, one Gaigui wave, it's not bad to do with Orange ID. We'll let and Parameter make the game one more time. I might loan the Hell Shot briefly. Yeah, Gaigui without buffs is there. I'm gonna loan it. Or actually, if Imperameter wants to... I'll offer Imperameter a trade. I could bring in an Orange ID Force. That might be good enough. But I'll leave it up to Imperameter. Because I was doing this with just 2 players before. Monstrous, I would just like to say. Absolutely monstrous. Or I can loan out my V5. Let's put this away. Didn't use my Jail Needle at all. How many PDs am I up to? 38 plus 99. That's pretty good. Almost 140. But yeah, it's one of those things where you just don't run. If somebody does not bring Hell Shotgun, the quest is not worth running. It saves so much time. It's like almost like 3 seconds per wave. It's kind of insane. So technically, we could see what the ATA of the other players are, but unless they have like double Heavenly Arms, I don't think it'll compete with Rockasiel. Anyway, I'm happy to get a little more experience with this character. At some point, she'll solo episode 2. Okay, your base is 203. Yeah, that's 25 under. This character is super kitted out, as I said before. She is ready. Got the Ranger Wall, double Heavenlies. Yeah, the only thing that matters with Hell Shot is landing the shot. I'm trying to get a little more ATP. My base ATP is 867, which isn't great, but it's like almost tolerable for Ultimate. I want to be around 900 to have like a good time in Ultimate. Like almost there. And obviously a deep parts giving you like 35 attack also helps a lot. It's gonna fall over real quick. Yeah, so I think what we'll do, let's do one more of it. Maybe. Let's do one more as this. Yeah. And I'll double check if there's anything else worth it in Sky ID, because I think Sky ID could be better if we do more of a full run. Because you get like Monkey King Bar from Miracle, which is good. Seal J Sword, which is decent. Heaven Punishers from Sinnoh Spiegels is kind of funny. There's like actually things that are potentially worth points there. Sky ID also gets a Gito 1975 combat gear, and funny enough, oh, you know what it is? I'm sorry. The L-Saber is only on Orange ID, so you can't get Daylight Scar by going the other route. That's right. My bad. There's only one ID that gets that. I thought Sky ID did. So, okay. It would make some sense why you wouldn't run the quest. My bad. I thought for some reason that they had that, but no, they get the Gurren matchup, which is not ideal. I mean, obviously you would much rather the Daylight Scar here. Unfortunate. So yeah, I wouldn't run this on Sky unless we were really desperate. Just really wanted those Gaiguis. That feeling when I check to see if my Hell unit is on, because my Hell hasn't procced so far. Welcome to Classic B502. Wow, big oof. Alright, that time it triggered a little bit. Don't care about that. There we go. Killed a couple of those enemies at least. So, yeah, so I don't mind doing at least. Maybe we could do a little bit of the Gibbles, but reset on Gaigui. Like that could be worth it. I don't think it's worth like killing the Gaigui. The Gaigui just took way too long. And again, that has to do with we're not getting the debuffs that we need. Like, I guess the team should probably Zalore them if we did want to actually kill them. But again, there's a lot more of a demand for newer players for dealing with those. Because we got to see what uncontrolled Gaigui looks like, and it is disgusting. There we go, that's some multiple kills at least. Yeah, spaceship resets are real. That's kind of unfortunate. I was slightly too far back. Multi-kill. Not bad. I'll do what I can ATP wise, but don't expect much. Nice. Multi-kill there. More presents found by the chat. Nice, nice. Damn, I'm just getting super unlucky. Free strap restore though. There we go. Hey. The parameter getting the back-to-back. Oh, no percents. I think we're gonna need Shifto. There we go. Rid the Grand Sorcerer. Not bad. Guess I just leveled recent. Really? I turned to fight that one of all the ones? Not the one that I froze that was closer to me. Whatever. I swear, auto-aim in this game is so trolly. Whatever. Oh. That I was gonna say that feeling when I haven't seen a single present so far. Damn, I played for like 2 hours off stream. I didn't get any presents then. Apparently we're getting more of the sequel. How sad. Oh, I cannot believe that didn't kill me. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not sure how I dodged that Grant's damage. I'm assuming that he must have died as soon as it hit me. That should have been a GG for me. Oh, I didn't restock my moon. Actually go pick some up. There we go. Good enough. Zerk type shot, it's fine. It's something you won't use very often, but it has its use. If you don't have a charge arm at all, it's fine. You might see it more in like Endless Episode 1, where you don't want to use charge to pass certain objectives. But otherwise, you'll usually just prefer charge, because it's less risky. It technically is more ATP, but I don't know scenarios in which that would super matter unless you full spirit. Just not very likely to happen at any point in the near future. There we go, good debuffs. Yeah, these enemies are so strong that it's definitely okay to demon them, and it is definitely okay to debuff them. If you feel like any of these enemies are hurting you, it's fine. Every enemy in episode 2 is a total pain. Ooh, really good kill from the team. There we go. I'm gonna use my Heaven Striker a bit more. Actually got 2 insta-kills there. Yeah, 3 insta-kills? Ooh, wow, I'm getting spoiled. Hell decided to activate on the 80s? I should so be dead. Damn, where are my presents at, chat? What did I do wrong? Let's open up a way for them to run. See, if I play hyper aggressive, I can do okay. That went fine. Oh, I'm so dead. As soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, at least I got escape though. I should be fine. Dan, now I would say it's doing fine. Do I want to really fight 5 Gaiguis? Not really. Do I think we're handling 2 Gaiguis? Yeah, I think we are. We're doing a good job of locking them down with demons and freeze. And again, these are at least pretty easy kills. Oh, I'm so done. I'm gonna walk away. Oh, am I stuck? Oh, I'm ultra done. I'm ultra done. Okay, it's like, team, that's all you. It's like I can't do anything. Okay, I got a freeze trap off. I got debuffed though. Damn. I'll just do whatever I can here. I like how I was like kind of fighting through the debuff. Okay, like that wasn't as bad. But like the big change was obviously debuffs, but also me switching to Berserk Shot is good. I think we could all agree we don't need to see the next rune. We're good. We saw it once. We're like, it's fine. You can keep it. You keep that other warp episode too. I don't feel like going there. No, thank you. Not worth our time. But those Gaiguis weren't too bad. Dealing with like 4 more of those, no way. Gonna say, yeah, unironically picking up those daylight scars really give a good weapon versus Gaigui. Speaking of which, I could use, maybe I could use one. I think I got some in my character bags. I mean, I could just use Galatine straight up, but there's no point to that. Lucky King Bar with hit percentage if I'm really bored. If only the mini bosses weren't so reducing of percentages. The 30% A-Beast. Oh god, it's not bad. I have a 15% Daylight Scar. Should I give it to this character? I don't think I have enough raw stats yet. I think I'd rather Heaven Striker, to be honest. Especially since we are fighting a lot of ABs. I'd rather have the 30% on Heaven Striker. It's kind of a big damage difference. If we were in tower, I would take the Daylight Scar, though. Where I just care about number of hits rather than single damage. Especially when people are using rapid demons. We'll do one more of these, and then we'll switch to Christmas Fiasco 4. I at least wanted to say that we did Christmas Fiasco 2 during the event. And I think that portion of the quest is tolerable. I guess the best way of putting it. Blood hit 140, retract is 159. Congratulations. This is where all those extra accuracy points start to matter. Yeah, we'll do potentially green ID, CF4 maybe? Oops. Wait a minute, we're not going straight to the central control area. I looked and I went, that's not correct. Thank you for the good luck, Calvision. Chad, I would just like to say I would like to formally protest if I don't see a present in the next 2 hours. Be like, come on, like, they're getting the boosted rate, and like, I don't mind them having some success, right, or a lot of success. As long as there's like something, just give me a single present during this run. There are so many enemies. I haven't seen Daylight Scar. I got a single PD since we started the stream. Like, come on, do a little better, game. You can give me a little better. That was a chain of murder. Nice, got an instant kill. That was such a well-timed delay shot. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a free strap. I got excited. I was like, oh. No, it's just a fire trap. Able to kill most of this room position. Witch. It was like 6 kills. Significant figure. Oh, hello, evilstever. You are somebody I don't feel like dealing with. Get away from me. I think we're going into the big oof territory of drops for me today, chat. Like, how many did you get? Oof. Shake your head. At least we could say we went for Psycho Wand on stream. Like, I'm not gonna call it the most legit of runs, but you know, getting like 9 or 10 attempts of a Gibble Psycho Wand is much better than saying we did a milli in a quest. I think the factor is like 10 to 15 times. If we fought like 10 millilies, it would still not be equivalent to like a few Gibbles. Kind of insane. Might as well do whatever ATP I can, even if it's not a lot. I'm gonna say, you know what the sad thing is? I have so little health that Monomate is like a legit heal for me. Which is ironic, given how much health she has by the end of the game. Get rid of these enemies. She goes from very tanky, low HP to unkillable in single player. With insane HP. Oh, that stupid dumb chick. Oh, I keep thinking he's not... I keep forgetting. I need to not stay near them. They're very annoying for me, because I gotta do a lot of charge shots. I'm feeling a little bit of a bias with these drops. Just like to point it out, chat. Feeling a little biased. Maybe if I host the game, I'll get something. Who knows? Yes, that... Wait, funny enough, the Grand Sorceress can be killed by Negid by forces in a party. It's not very likely to happen, but it is funny. Man, it really just wants to hardlock to the right more often than not. I wonder if that's just how the game checks. Like, it spans in a clockwise fashion. Because I swear I am not that close to that one, but it'll keep looking that way. Leave me alone. I really don't want to be Grants, because that will definitely kill me. I'm almost out of freeze traps. It being low level. Hey. Profound sadness, chat. Where are the items? We killed so many enemies. So sad. Well, at least I got to play my Rocket Seal a little bit. I very rarely get a chance to play Rangers, since a lot of people play HuCast and Rawcast, but nobody plays Force. In this instance, we don't need one. We have a Realm Moral, so it's not as bad. These guys are just hard to hit without a freeze trap, sadly. I'm saving my one freeze trap for Gibbles. I don't think I'm gonna level in time to get anything meaningful though. Nor do I have any skip bells left, to my knowledge. No. Yeah, if this quest before this area had offered a healing circle, that would have been so huge. There we go. Like, I'm doing my best to berserk. I think I'm dead here, right? Oh, no. It took him a moment to fall. I thought he was going to land on me and just kill me. I was like, never mind. He's not descended yet in general. No leaping. Incredible. There we go. Look at that cleanliness of kills. Oh, there we go. Hell propped on 2 enemies. That's huge. Where I think I went with it. I mean, not bad damage that I'm doing. At least with Heaven Striker, it's almost like I'm a real character. I am so shocked I have not died to just random melees or stuff like that. To be honest with you. No! Speaking of which. It's like, no! He noticed me. I spoke up. So sad. I mean, on the plus side, it made him not shoot his death beam briefly. But I paid the price. Damn, not a single present, really? Or PD with drop rate up? Like, listen, I'm not even getting their rares, so it's like, I've been rolling all these items and not a single has been useful. This is so sad. Oh, I was gonna freeze grab. That's fine. Not needed here. We already did enough damage. Good job, team. You know what? If the Heaven Striker doesn't want to shoot the trap, that's fine. I think I'm dead if that hits me. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna fight through the debuffs. There we go. Okay, I think I've had enough of this character for now. Let's do some CF4. So we'll have Retract probably make the game, since they're greedy, and that'll free us up to be other things. It should be even beat for people that want a Pew Pew Laser. I should probably play a Force. Which Force to play though? Question. So I could level a Force, or bring in another character. I guess I should bring in a character that needs a little bit of levels, but not many. So like no level 80 forces. I don't want to bring in like Skyly Force, for example, for XP. I could bring in my Red ID Force. It's like the weakest of the 3, but he's still decent. Or I can level Valentine. Bring in my Red Force. I have to check to see if I have another adept in the bank. Hopefully I do. I can afford to get rid of 1 heavenly HP while we play. I'd really prefer not to be lower than that. I got triple adept in the bank. Perfect. I'm gonna get rid of 1 heavenly for now. Let's put away heavenly HP in this character's bank so I can hold more items. Could put away the Club of Laconium, but honestly I'm gonna forget if I do that. Still have enough overall health to be fine. There we go. Not bad. I like that Glide Divine adds like a bunch of defense. Helps a little bit. I figured I'd offer the option for an Parameter to bring in the PP laser during an even beat. I think it just kind of made sense. Welcome back. I like the black and sky color combo. There we go. I'm going to my place of safety. Farewell, world. I dare not want to venture into yours. Away from me, random enemies. Hopefully we end up seeing Rare Dorphon today. Ideally, I'd like to see a present, but I think at this point I'm not going to get my hopes up. I think that's not in the cards for me today, despite the title of the stream. An alleged premise of the event. I don't think they're dropping for me anymore. Rest in peace, presents. I mean, like, I'll take a V101 as a substitute for a present. I'm okay with that too. Like, right, Chad? I can live with that. That's fine. Yeah, we can see the power of Pew Pew Laser from behind Safety Rock. Just phenomenal. Anyway, eventually, Colette might end up with a Striker unit, aka that ugly mag on the back of Parameter, plus the Heaven Striker, and I don't know they have a Heaven Striker. So if you two just want to Pew Pew Laser, Teehee, kill everything, there are people that sell those mags. Otherwise, if you want to make your own, it requires the Heaven Striker coat, which can be very easily gathered in very hard mode by just fighting Gertabulu on most IDs. But ideally, you'll be running that as blue ID if you want those, just due to value. Stupid Rappy. I imagine it's not that much. Chat can correct me if I'm wrong. Mags are usually like 5 or 6 usually. I imagine it's not that much different. It does require a component, but like you could potentially just give them the Heaven Striker code. Some people will take that as part of the trade. Yeah, you can see the versatility of Pew Pew Laser cannot be underestimated, how dumb it is for episode 4. If you wanted to solo clear episode 4, it's very easy as raw moral during even beat. Or if you have a head Punisher with the Divine Filter on, you can do it whenever you want. Such is life. Let's get Doll. Picked up solo Monomate. Ew. Out of here. Oh, did I not restock my Tri-Fluid? Oh no, I did. Okay. Just my die fluids are low. That's fair. I was gonna say, if I entered this quest with like 5 Tri-Fluids, I'd be like, I'm just gonna die real quick. Don't mind me. So not the next wave, but the wave after that is going to be Dorphons. So don't go too far from each other, and we should be fine. I'm gonna put a happy little Gapoe out. A little bit, put it out. That's unfortunate. That should have stopped him. I must have been slightly too close positionally. It's fine though. Yeah, I was gonna say, it depends on if they allow the Heaven Striker code. People will pay extra. Welcome, HellCleave. Well, HellCleave, if you had a spare Heaven Striker unit mag thing, I'm sure people in chat would be interested in it. If you want those sales. Power material. You sold one for 20? Wow. Here comes the money with HellCleave. Oh, you got none made? HellCleave let us down. It's all over. Good team. Switch to this for a little bit. I keep getting lasered, which is kind of annoying. On the plus side, if team really needs scape dolls, let me tell you how many have been picking up instead of photon drops or something useful. It is a very gross amount. Shouldn't have eaten that other dye fluid, but it is what it is. What I get for not standardizing what my flicks mean for fluids. So we're gonna have a nice little happy get together. What are we doing while HellCleave? Oh, I think team was like very slightly further forward than me. That was unfortunate. Goodbye, Dorfon. I was gonna say HellCleave. The salt is real. I haven't gotten any drops so far. This is terrible. It's one of the worst runs so far on stream. Oh man. I mean, we have time to turn it around at least, but... Well, there we go. Hey, I did it on stream. Come on, chat. There we go. There's that stupid nearly frame perfect cast. Man, that is annoying to do. Can we talk about that? That is annoying. So at least I can say during the event, I finally got it. Man, that's so hard to do. It's like I'm like mashing in between, but I can't like mash too quickly or it just doesn't come out. So annoying. I was gonna say, I'm not even sure Techie's seen that before. That's what I was trying to do all stream. I'm just mistiming it slightly. It's so annoying. I think Razond is slightly faster than Rabarda. Not because like Rabarda doesn't start casting fast enough, but as in like the animation gets there, but the delay in damage is kind of a problem. So I think Razond is just what I prefer. It stops someone either side of you. We had it before where I got hit with it, where we traded blows. Like it was like 1 frame too slow. So sad. There we go. Anyway, back to Gafoe stacking for a while. That'll stop the Dwarfons from charging in general. Hello, Babuda. Goodbye, Babuda. Yeah, like the Dwarfon appeared here. It's fine. I'm gonna get wrecked. That Starker knocking me down is a big waste of time. Be unequipped so I can debuff faster. I go to debuff and I get hit by the only thing I can't debuff. So sad. Zoo said no. I'm spooking the Rappy. Oh, I didn't spook the Rappy. Wow, that was interesting. Anyway, it's time to believe in the power of Safety Rock. It looks like the team knows. I'll make our way over there. I will eventually stand up, and I promise you, I'm gonna glide divine them. Get out of here. Big oof on these drops though today. Yeah, if a third person has it, we can do it, but I think before then it's not worth. Now, as you start to have more free slots, I think because of the lack of weapon switching, PB Crate is probably fun on Phonumen. There are a lot of quests where you want to do those kinds of things. Yeah, laser... Fair Marissa, whatever game. Oh. Alright, chat, I'm being trolled. No lyrics. And the power, sure, I'll pick one of these up eventually. Don't mind me, I'm just come through here and pick it up eventually. Oh, come on. So annoying. Get on my inventory, Diemates. I'm tired of you. Alright, now I could go back to Gafoe stacking, which is what I wanted to do earlier. Sorry about the delay in this room. Yeah, my goal here is to basically Zalor. And then the team's damage should be good enough. I generally don't need to do much more. But the more Gafoe stacks I have out, the better for this kind of room. If I see it's just Marissa's, I'm not going to Zalor them, for example. If I see it's a Goron Detonator, like that one, for example, I do make sure it gets Zalored. That way the team can reasonably combo kill it before it gets unfrozen. But generally speaking, in high-level play, I don't really need to use Jellin. I could if I want to. But it's more important that I Zalure the creatures to allow for combo kills. Racia draw. Well, kind of mediocre. Hard pass on that. Be like, that enemy's gonna strike me, so I'm gonna debuff him. That's also my rule of thumb. If I'm gonna get hit, I'd rather Jellin him, so I don't get knocked down. Unfortunately, they got me mid-cast. I should kill a few of them at least. I should slap the Goron Detonators pretty heavily. What do you hit gun here? Interesting. I think that's my first rare in a while. A lot easier with Cannon Rouge. Just shaking my head about what's happening on the screen. One day, chat, we'll see the we'll see a rare drop of interest. It'll be a present. I mean, I got a PD, I guess. Question mark. I got one in 2 hours. That's not a good rate during drop rate up, let me tell you. 1 in 2 hours, trash. It sounds like I was doing TTF, but not an actual like high density quest. So sad. Alright, so it sounds like they got it. Uh-oh. Somebody messed up. Rip. Wasn't me. You know, that is like the most times Zoo I have ever seen. They were like reasonably near the door and I didn't have to hunt them down. It was a weird feeling. I'm gonna debuff what I can. Unfortunately with the teleports, it's hard to get a good debuff with shotguns. I do what I can here. Sure we lure the Girdabulu, go back to stacks. Perfect. Yeah, I think a big difference I would say between like public games is that, especially for newer forces, they're just not going to have all the like fire damage stacks that I have. So me being able to kill the Marissas in like 1 additional fireball saves a lot of time potentially. Like me doing 600 with a fireball or like 595 in that scenario is so much better than just 300. And not just because it's just a bigger number, but because of the fact that like when you have an uncontrolled Marissa, those can just absolutely waste a million years. Like if they're not dead in 4 fireballs, That means the team is gonna get hammered and they gotta dodge freeze. Or like here, I'm not really worried about them hitting me. Like, they're gonna die. Because I'm so hyper optimized with damage. It's kind of nice. Oh, was that a Grants 29? I think that's a real drop. Okay. Okay, we had our first real drop of the night for me. It's a technique, but techniques are technically a byproduct of drop rate of. Because they are one of the things that you can attain. I have way too many scape dolls and drove my scape doll. Yeah, I mean, like, what grants am I using on this character? 28? Yeah. I could upgrade his grants. Yeah, might as well ask. I think there's some where I might have like a 27, but I'm not going to worry about being super picky. Also, I picked up a diamond. I hate myself so much for picking that up. Diamonds! I don't want you in my inventory. Okay. Go back to stacking. Even if Gertabulu spawns in, it does slow them down. There's no reason to not stack, honestly. What's it gonna do? It's gonna slow down Zeus. It's gonna do massive damage to Satyr Lizard. And to potentially hit the other one. Welcome, Promethean. Hope you're doing well. Just thinking of the cries for help that were in the looking for group over this quest before. Sorry you weren't getting solid pubs earlier, Promethean, with Tiggy. I still have my inconsistencies because sometimes lyrics pop up and I just stop playing the game to deal with the lyrics. Yeah, like here's an example. Like they don't even have to hit the Marissas. Like they can just have faith that that fireball is gonna kill them. Definitely Tiggy's fault. Oof. It's all over. You heard it here. I didn't have a good Gopoe sack there. Now the team should be a little worried. They got me in between items. Okay, we're good. The recovery was there, but I was like, yeah, I was kind of messing with my TP at that exact moment. It's fine though. Don't need these. These. These rewarded, I guess. You sound better, by the way. Hope you feel better as well. I feel better than I did on the weekend, but I still feel kind of sick, honestly. Oh, oops. Blue ID. I saw the buff timer is only 2 minutes. I'm like, let me go ahead and improve that. I'm like, wait. Blue is not here. Nice level up. Up sent now. Perfect. Yeah, this character getting more levels is nice. Them being naturally at 1100 health might matter. I haven't been knocked down too often. But having extra defense from out up is good. Yeah, like look at that Marissa. That Marissa's so dead. Like check and shoot them if they want, but they are actually already dead, unironically. I don't know where the Bell Rappy is. I spooked him sadly. I actually want that body though. Unironically. I think I'm gonna get rid of Heavenly HP and just leave him with the Heavenly body. Just so I stop, like that right there, I need to stop getting knocked down by random crits and stuff like that. I need to scale harder when we have level 60 D-band, or whatever equivalency there is. I don't need to worry about set damage so much at the moment. Maybe post-run, I'll put that on him permanently. There we go. Reapply. I think what confuses me is I recognize that a character has a buff, but I don't look at the buff level. So I thought when I saw the 20s that my level 30 was on. I didn't realize that somebody had buffed in between. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't look right. If I was unarmed casting, that would have worked. That's out. Anyway, let's stand about here-ish. I want to be close enough that I don't really need to move for the Rappies, if at all. To slow them down significantly. Okay, in a room this big, I'll switch to Clyde Divine. Oh, I don't trust the room clear. There we go. I'm like, our team's not bad, but we're not like instant killing 3k Pyro Gorons good. You know what I mean? Gotta adapt to that a little bit. See, we're in a good position, because as I mentioned before, whenever you're not standing in front of the Goron detonator, it has to waste time to aim at you. The only time that it tries to hit me, over targeting another player, which is more likely to hit me because I'm near it. Good. I'll chat in and pull the other Gorons. Rip. Yeah, in a room this big, it just makes sense to use Glide Divine. I should have been using that more when we played before, but like I'm trying to take it a bit more serious so people understand. Like there's a lot of like nuance with the gameplay, even though it is a lot of Gafoe spamming. But, like those. That way they can survive getting hit by Goron Detonator in the face. I had a change of fortune. It sure doesn't feel like it. What is the forecast, out of curiosity? Hunters, droids, males? Oof. Even worse luck for me. It was force mail earlier. Yeah. I would recommend when we're in these rooms, just make sure to just walk briefly to the sides to make sure that we pull everything. Yeah. The time of few cast is upon us. So I would recommend if the team has Mag Blast that we do it before we go in the next room. Oof. I mean, it's better than nothing. I'll donate. I just want to make sure we could kill the Gertabulu. I'm more worried about that than anything else. Somebody should, yeah, I was gonna say. We're good. There we go. Figured out. Ooh, I don't think Colette donated. No, make sure to donate. So as a reminder, if you've not donated before, if you hit tab, so you're in the other control panel, whatever is your menu to normally swap into your weapons here, that's how you could donate some meter. Future reference. Unfortunate. They're close enough. I don't need Glide Divine. Alright, so we know the Gertabulu is going to be near the laser fence in like one wave. So we should be fine. I'm gonna start looking at them preemptively to make sure they get hit. Oh, I'm sorry, there's Goron Detonators first. But still, my eye is always looking at the laser gate. There we go. Get a little debuff on you. Wiggle out, get bodied by Gertabulu, that's fine. In this scenario, we're gonna back up in Rifoe. Whenever I'm not allowed to Gafoe stack, just switch to Rifoe. I can choose not to run away. I think our team is okay damage. Normally, my visual cue with lower level parties is if I see the, what is it, quintuple Goron Detonator this wave. That's usually when I tell people to get their butt over in the corner, but I think we'll be okay with Pew Pew Laser and some demons. I'm gonna choose not to run, but I will choose to move out of the center regardless. That's not an endeavor in which I wish to undertake. Just dealing with that. Okay, we took the damage there on purpose. It's more important we Zalora than we gel in. We're gonna go ahead and unequip in preparation for the other things. Yeah, that's fine. Push him off. GG. Just let me know in the chat if there's some people that want to hop in. We'll do some rotation every now and then. We're at a natural break point where we could swap if needed. Amazing L says, can't stay in chat, but Happy New Year from the UK. Welcome, Amazing L. Will you have a Happy New Year? We'll be doing a retrospective in a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean like 3.5 hours from now. And after that, we'll see. If I'm awake, we'll do more PSO. If I'm not awake, I go to sleep. Simple truth of the matter. I do want this heavenly body for later. Let's put this on this character's personal bag. Remove a heavenly power in. But man, oh man, chat, I'm seeing a whole lot of nothing dropping for me tonight. Why moon atomizers? Why? That would explain why my bank space is a bit weird. Put inventory out. I could just put away some escape dolls. Always helps to have some in the future. Boom! Magical thumbs up for present luck. Oh, like I'm at a whopping 0. No daylight scars, no V101s, no Cannon Rouge, no Heaven Striker. Hopefully we'll see something soonish. I mean, I'll get Cole, I guess. We'll let Retract make another game. We'll do at least 2 more of these, and then we'll probably switch quests. Still got a lot of even beat left, so no reason to leave episode 4 quite yet. Yeah, see how he almost is 1500 MST while unarmed? When he is 1500 unarmed, that's where you know he's at the perfect level. Trade Promethean and learn the cake is a lie. Let's give me an opportunity to check my song lists. We did Soul Aglow. We did Soul Sacrifice. What else is on their list? We did another Eden. Okay, that makes sense, because I think that's one with the, yeah, I was gonna say the cats and the Chrono Cross scroll. That checks out. Blade Chronicles 2. There's a lot of composers in here. I don't know how much of that is composer though. There's 117 songs in another Eden soundtrack. Is a long soundtrack list. I'm sure there will be many lyrics. It'll be fun to navigate through. He also worked on Final Fantasy 15 episode Ignis. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chad. I don't remember this Final Fantasy. Even looking at it, I'm like, I don't think I've seen it. We're just waiting on Promethean, or not Promethean, we're waiting on Imperameter. I was gonna say, if you want in Promethean, just let us know. Otherwise, people will be in the party forever. Yeah, it sounds like a parameter is gonna step out after this. No worries, Promethean. There will be a gap in probably one run from now. 7:30 is around the dinner time for most people. Keep a parameter super hungry. Oh, we're getting trolled. Use the console. There we go. We'll get there eventually. Rip those 30 seconds of buffs. No worries, it happens. Not gonna take anything personally on the stream. Although what I will take personally are these present drop rates. Let me tell you, chat. Where are my presents? Shaking my head. The present, as I said before, the present could be in the form of another Heaven Striker, or Dorfanaclair, or V101. The present could come in many forms. I kind of want more than 1 PD per hour while drop rate is this high. Is even normal TTF runs, I would still get as many PDs, let alone one this enemy focused. The Raffy. This one I should probably unequip so that way I can, you know, freeze them or do whatever here. I think, like, technically the right thing to do is to Razond into Rabarda, because the Astarks usually get pretty close. I'll switch to Rafoi here. A little better than Gafoi stuff. See if I can spook the Rappies with good place Rafois. Kinda happened. Unfortunately, the other one became untargetable. Well, I guess my improved grants will be used. Damn, no Dorfanaclair still. So sad. Manually use fluids because I honestly forget if up or down was my fluid without holding it and staring at the dots. Walk sideways here. If other people are really close to me, I'll just stay in the center, but in this case I'd rather pull them slightly. I know they come more from the right, so what I'm gonna do is one Gafoi out now. There we go. I was trying to time that Gafoi. I was like, I don't want to stack it. I can stop them from lasering, because I find the lasering very annoying. They'll output more lasers than they do charges, so if they start lasering full screen, it starts to get really annoying really quickly. Okay, we did Cannon Rouge runs. We're doing V101 Heaven Striker value run. Fortunately, they didn't charge me. Like, if Chloe was out, but they missed me, they missed me. Well, as I said before, on the plus side, did get a raid. Okay. Go back to simple Kafoi stacks and slow them down. I don't care about damage here. I'm gonna put the, I was gonna say, I'm gonna put out the Kapoe slightly earlier, because I recognized the group was slightly in front of me, which is not a problem. The Force just has to adapt to that. So, like, I'm gonna draw an imaginary line between the Dwarfons and where I'm standing, and if they're in front of me, I'm like, they're gonna take some big damage. I gotta do it, like, up to, like, a second earlier. No problem. Gotta be aware. Okay, so I gotta do that Ultra BS, don't go through the warp. You can gather up so I can buff you. Please don't, yeah, I was gonna say. Let's get a... Man, that's such an annoying cast. Like I said before, it, like, if I hit it even just slightly early, it doesn't count. It's so unfair. It's so unfair how tight that is. Please move this spawn in the future. That's less irritating. I tried. It's just one of those things where it's like the, oh, you technically have enough frames to interrupt, but like it eats your inputs in the warp. So like I pressed that button like 8 times, and only on the 8th did it register, and it was too late. I already got struck. Just kind of like one of those annoying gimmicks of this area. Don't like the quest for that. Slightly something better. Buff a little bit. Feel a present coming in this run. I'm gonna guess in this room maybe Colette will get the present. That's what I'm thinking. Luck 1 Cheddar has found a Jito. That's probably like the most bannered rare that nobody cares about. It's so sad. The rare is just so irrelevant. Chat, listen. Listen, was the call out not real? Was it not real? Called it out. What was that? Like within 30 seconds? So good. Where are my presents, chat? Where are they? I'm feeling ripped off. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to my safety rock. I've had enough. You guys can deal with this room. Go a Dwarfon. Uh-oh, somebody didn't go behind here. Rip. Yeah, that got a little ugly. Make sure to respect the Astark Wave team. Don't worry, my orange paint is coming soon. That's a good call out on the gift. What do you think my present is gonna be, Chad? Is it gonna be PD? Multiple PDs, Photon Crystal, or Orange Paint? there are allegedly other, or Berserk. I guess I could get tilted by Berserk. So I have like 5 of those. Oh, you got the Photon Crystal, congrats. Unfortunately not the best of things, but for new players that's actually not too bad, because you can add a hit percentage to bringers. Berserk handgun. I'm thinking so. 1 Photon Crystal says remote battery. Probably. Like, got 2 PDs. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm at like 83. I'm never gonna get it as a force. Yeah, nobody's close. Try to buff the team here while I can. Yeah, so I'm gonna be roughly dead center in the room. Like, as long as I'm cognizant of where the Girdabulu are, can't really be surprised by them. Even if I don't have like their wave number memorized. Like I know they're gonna be on my left. I know I'm gonna be looking to just debuff them here. You know what I mean? And then just go back to simple Kapoe stacks. Which does help with interrupting them. While also preparing myself for like a harder wave, like these. I'm gonna guess no presence, no V101, no Heaven Striker. That's what I'm gonna guess for this run. PDs don't really count. They're hard not to receive at least one. With this many kills, the fact that it doesn't happen is kind of insane, to be honest with you. Everybody should be getting one a run. Random choir agrees. I will try to advance off of the lyrics. Just 1 second. Got through it. That was a bit unlucky. He attacked early, so I got hit out of my debuffs. Fortunate. So sad, chat. I'll let them hit the ground briefly. There we go. We're starting to at least get a couple of PDs. We also went PD-less for like quite a while, so good that we're starting to balance out the averages again. There we go. This should be a big time save up none. It's even to the point where Pew Pew Laser is pointless before the power of level 80 shift to D-band. Should be some charge arm massacres happening in this next room. Yeah, team should see a very noticeable increase in DPS, which means that me as a force, or I guess it should be, oh, Pazuzu. That's kind of unfortunate. But I as a force, actually, want to lure as much as possible here. Stun low. The Zuzu on green gives nothing interesting. Doesn't give anything interesting on red either, so it's kind of fair. And it can still stack some Gifoes, don't get me wrong, but like, the moment I Zalure, they should just be dead. Yeah. Well, it's V101 on normal Zoo. On I don't think it's on Pazuzu. I don't think green gets anything interesting on Pazuzu. Unless I'm mistaken. I thought V101 was like a 1 in 1280 or something on the chart. Not a rare drop. I could be wrong. I don't usually hunt V101 on purpose here. Because I know you could get V801s from like pink and purple, for example. Then they option select into that kunai with Pazuzu. I'm gonna say green is something garbage like Rage Debut. I feel like it's not good. I'll put it that way. It is not anything that we want. I just don't remember which is the junk rare. I'll confirm in a second though. Taking one moment to confirm. Yeah, it's Reno. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Reno. Okay, it's not as bad as the gun I was talking about, but yeah. No Reno, sadly. Yeah, Rage Diffuse is a different ID. I don't know which one it was offhand. Yeah, this is just kind of showcasing. There we go. The Diamate, regret life choices. So sad every time I pick that up instead of a good item. I don't want Diamates. I need to turn them off when I play this character, because they keep getting flagged, and I keep thinking it says Die Fluid, and then I look at the radar, and I'm like, that's not right. Do not want. Yeah, the only time I care about Diamates is if I'm playing cast or like low-level gameplay. I'm at the point where I have enough stars and trimates, I just really don't want dimates. They'll get me killed more often than not in harder runs. It's like, I need to be able to survive, let's say, like episode 4 boss laser, and that just doesn't heal enough. Like, healing 500 is just not good enough. I would have to, like, double damage. It's a big waste of menuing in time. But just, like, I don't want to deal with it. Do a buffer dive move here. Bye, Bulu. This is just getting sad with the presents, so just like to stay chat. Just think about, I really want to know what the present drop odds are, so we could calculate how unlucky I am right now. I really want to know. We have cleared at least 2 quests of 400 and at least 3 quests of 150. This is getting sad. With double present and drop rate up. And so sad. One day. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of surprised Imperameter is still QQ lasering while we have level 81 shifted band. I legit think he would actually just one-shot this room if he charge armed. Like, the only thing he needs it on is Satellite Lizard, but like, this Goron Detonator would be like 3 shots for him. Oh, you got a Mind Mag? Oh, that makes more sense. Escudo is present in place of RR ETF. We'll probably end up getting a red ring again before the end of the event. We've gotten 2 so far for the group. 1 Parasitic Gene Flow. We've gotten Heaven Strikers. We've gotten a Cannon Rouge with hit. So like we have like an overall like good run. It's just that today in particular, with the allegedly boosted present rate, I have not been the benefit of the spoils so far. Needless to say. But right now, this is just a lot of XP quests for me. Kind of sad. You know what? I didn't get hit in the face there. I'll count that as a victory. Knocking me out of the place I want to stand. Leave me alone, Goron Detonator. I think from our standpoint, you know, at least this quest is worth like a lot of XP. I figure the more that I need this character to carry future Cannon Rouge runs, the better we are. Plus, technically, as he gets up to like 190, he'll end up being probably my preferred Force if I play Force into TTF. Although, honestly, I'm kind of fine with not playing it. Oh my gosh, the streak is over. Oh my gosh, that took way too long. Alright, what's in the present? I don't know if that was 1 or 2 PDs. That took a long time, chat. That took a long time. Alright, so what we want to do for sure is debuff here. Oops, select my menu. I think one of my buttons got stuck in general. And have been some problems with the A button on this controller. I think it just didn't take my menu. Gonna glide behind it. Didn't realize. Unless I'm perfectly centered, I don't think I can hit both of them. Not a realistic expectation, to be honest. Let me interrupt my Zulu. Again, I'll recognize that I'm about to get meleeed a lot, so you'll see me switch over to Jellin. If I'm with like a lot of cast users, I will not bother to do that. What a 55 hit draw laser? So disappointed. Chat, I'm just gonna sigh. I don't even think it's worth picking up. Like, it's an interesting item, but it's not like Gush, right? Even if I want to use it as like a, oh, I'll use it as raw cast, I swear, versus falls. Winning. Lyrics, please. We didn't die instantly. So that's a good start. I actually completely ran out of heavenly battles. I'll actually need to get some for the cast at some point. We gave them away to other players, so ideally what'll happen is I have one floating V101. That'll end up going to whatever Q-cast I make, or Ramar or whatever. But at some point, I need some attack boosters. Or I just get hard carried and don't bother using the characters when I move up. But ideally, I'll end up playing most of my Q casts to kind of hard bully some areas. The problem with them is that I don't have a lot of high hit items yet, so I'm not in a rush for them. I think it'd make more sense for me to either make another Force first, or to make another singular, like Ramar, for example. I do need to think about what IDs I want to run to have, like, orange ID. As we saw that there was value in having a character that can Hellshot as orange, and potentially also would want to option select into episode 4 or do mines. So it's like, what character is good at both mines, episode 4, and Hell spaceship? I feel like that's a very narrow range of things. It would probably be Ramarl or Ramar. I don't think I mean, I have a Force for that if I really want to, but... Oh. There we go. We got through it. Yeah, look at the difference of the level 80 shifted event, by the way. That was like 3 minutes faster than the other run. That goes to show that we really need to make sure to land that super debuff. Big difference. On, or excuse me, super buff with the debuffs. Okay. Well, I don't need to go back yet, fortunately. We picked up enough fluids as we go. Oh, power materials, not bad. For Promethean, I'll choose cookie. It's slower because I have to menu. She ate all the cookies, Promethean. It's over. Promethean's like, I wait in the lobby. Ominously do I stand. I'll do a couple more of these. Oh, actually, I don't want to make it with Phantasy. Ooh, somebody's doing a challenge mode? It says 3, and there's 3 people in it. Brave souls, chat. Though I have to ask the honest question, why would you challenge mode weapon in the middle of the best day of the event? I don't think I understand that mentality, but power to them, I guess. Crack needs a couple minutes, sure thing. Yeah, that's kind of one of those things where, like, I want challenge mode weapons, but not that badly. Something I can run while we wait for retract. Retract at 160 at least, that's good. Or Promethean. Promethean just staring out into the distance. He's like, I've seen things. But welcome back, Promethean. There we go. So we'll let retract make the game. Promethean is free to join us. We're gonna communicate HellCleave style. Yeah, sadly this event I think I'm gonna go without the other one. Thank you in advance for the drops, damn. I mean there's pretty good odds you'll end up with a present before me, if the prior moments of the stream are any indication. Gonna say Promethean gonna get like double V101 Heaven Striker with like 50 hit. Just it's all over. Like, yeah, I'm just kind of done with the game now. Alright, so I saw that Dorpon was charging before I was ready. That's a good sign that our team damage is there. But it's a bad sign for me, because that means even when I was moving full speed, it wasn't fast enough. I'm gonna come back over here, have fun. At least my Grants is doing damage. Okay, we want to be equipped with Glide Divine here. Where, like, it would make sense to Rebarda to slow down the Zeus a little. The less they have to chase it, the better. I could spook the Rappies from there. Okay, I can if I need to. Information gained. Promethean going full face tank in the middle. This is one way to do it, I guess. So I'll use Rebarda here. Oh, I didn't realize that enemy was still alive, but it died. Goodbye, enemy. Have a couple Capoes for later. Say, is team really making me grants that? That's so mean. Come on, guys. It's like the slowest way for me to hit it. So far from me. Do a couple more Gafoes. I'm not sure where the Yowie is. Near us somewhere. There we go. Alright, now you can leave. It's just important to get the first charge down. After that, if you want to pull them, I don't think it matters. Or up to the team to seize or arrest or whatever they got. Or demons. I'm gonna be not on me, not my responsibility at that point. Guess I can take a couple dive fluids. Like all of them, but if handful's not bad. I think I try going left. Beneficial. While we wait for people, I'm gonna try to freeze with Rivardo. Just unlock this room. Do double Gafoe here so I don't get nuked. Here we go, chat. That was the I don't want to deal with that Gafoe. Like, listen. Layered it like onions. Get out of my face. Stupid dwarf, I'm not dealing with you. So I know that we're gonna have to deal with more Dwarfons. I might wait a little bit to Gafoe again. Probably a good amount. Exactly. See, there we go. See, like, I kept him close, so for people that need to kill them, they didn't have to, like, go all over the place. So technically, if somebody had, like, an arrest shot or whatever, they could have hit that. Would have been too bad. Anyway, back to Gafoe stacks. Well, it's already 142, the big number. Oh my gosh, how many songs with lyrics are there? Soundtrack, please. No. Hi. New soundtrack. Almost got trolled by how long that swap was. We're now listening to another Eden. I'll just wait for everybody. Promethean trolling. Man, that's just so annoying to do. I swear I'm mashing it, chat. Just that little bit of a delay between my mashes is enough that if that window is there, I don't cast in time. It's so annoying. I don't know if there's a better spell for it or not. I think Razan might be the best. Gafoe's definitely too slow. I think Razan is the quickest in terms of, like, the spell comes out. I think you could also do it with Rivarda, but I've only really done it with Razan. Oh, I got clipped? That sucks. Too. Unfortunate. I was gonna say, that feeling when 3 people, but single Zoo still hits me, we're like, really? Unfortunate. Goodbye, enemies. Debuff time, debuff time. Magical piece. I think I got attacked by the only Zabuda that couldn't be targeted by Jelen. That also feels like a little spiteful from the game, I'm not gonna lie. A little teeny bit. I'd like to point out, chat, we have still yet to see any Dwarfonic players. Maybe one day. I'm not convinced they exist. Oh, I was slightly too close to the Dwarfon there, that was unfortunate. I had the right idea, just I needed to be like 2 more steps over to avoid that from happening. And I think getting hit by the Zabuda made me a little confused as to where I needed to be. Because I had to like circle back. Only one is Allure. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and respect this wave. No. Rip buff. Blow 3 more minutes to the mission. Rip. That's so unfortunate. Promethean, what are you doing out there? Come over here. Man, he made them all split up. Promethean trolling. Oh boy. This is kind of worst case scenario. We have them constantly lasering, and they are all over the place, but fortunately, they're not hitting me that often. These... Promethean adding another difficulty layer. I see how it is. Yeah, so unfortunately I know we don't have triple mag blast, so there's no point to doing it. I mean, I could try to get hit on purpose at some point, like by double Girdabulu. Yes. I'll eventually reapply buffs. No rush here. Speaking of which, where is Promethean? There we go. There's my level up. Buffs in here. Nice. And if I purposely don't gel in them here, I could build meter. Yeah. Possible. I don't really want to see uncontrolled Marissas, though. I thought it was gonna melee me. Back with the double photon drops. Nice. Oh, I should get melee here if I'm lucky. Yeah, there we go. Good melee. I built meter. I think I have to stand directly where the Girdabulu is to build meter. Open another present. Congratulations. Okay, almost built meter. I wanted to Delore that. Mind building a little more meter. Do you mind hitting me? Yeah, there we go. Build me some meter. I'm at 94. Again, I'm perfectly, yeah, there we're 98. I need to get hit one more time. Almost got the meter. I'll let the Girdabulu hit me when it spawns in. Just once. I'll at least be able to mag blast. Actually, Zoo might help me. 99. There we go. Now we're good. That's at least 2 people with mag blast. It's better than nothing. Yeah, I was thinking I would have to get hit by these Girdabulus. No, I don't need to. Alright, so 3 people got it. I'm just gonna declare twins. Oops. 2 people matched. How's this? just let Odie go Dolph, it's fine. And twins. Okay. We got there eventually. They were doing the rock, paper, scissors and getting the tie. There we go. You can tell we got a donation because instead of level 53, it's level 61. Which does make a pretty big difference in terms of buffs. I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh. I'm gonna nope them with Razan, but they just tagged me as I was casting. So sad. Like half a second too slow. There we go. Should be able to kill the Marissas. Team should never ever have to shoot at them. Don't even bother. They're usually dead before they reach us. Do this. Might actually die here. I'm not sure. There we go. That works. I need somebody to stop letting that Goron detonator hit me. There we go. Now my Gapoe casting was offset slightly, which sucks. They still died, but not being able to stack Gapoe into a Marissa wave is really bad. Also, I feel like I'm being hard targeted by Gertavulu and Goron detonator. Please leave me alone. Speaking of which, leave me alone. Oh. On my screen, Retract didn't get buffs. I'm assuming on his screen he did. Because it looks like we got the donate amount. That's why I'm confused. Maybe not. I don't know. I forget my exact number totals. Do you have level 61 buff? I guess the best way to ask Retract. Yes. Yeah, before we had like 53, which was painful. Yeah, for me, you don't have it, so I guess we'll determine based off your damage whether you have it. Active Gapoe stacks. I guess the bigger question is, do you recall donating? Because if you didn't donate, then the answer is you didn't get it. If you don't know what donating is, then you definitely didn't get it. 28 shift it. Buffs. Always stacked. Oh, that sucks. Gotta think I'm sorry. Is there another present? So sad. I know, one day. One day we'll get rewarded for the high monster density quest. So sad. Just like literally nothing. I mean, I'm getting XP at least. I mean, he's at the level that I want him to be at now. After this is just extra. Oh my bad, I wasn't good focus stacking. We bought a Discord. Oh, and Colette. Or Colette. Where are the drops? Getting sad. So we're going on almost 3 hours. Singular present has dropped with double present rate and double drop rate. Like, what? Like, okay, let's mathematically think about this for a second, right? If it has a similar drop to the Easter egg, there is no way I should go this long without one. Right, because Easter eggs are like, what, 1 in 1,500? Maybe they're using the old 1 in 2,000 if they're basing it before they made the present changes. So let's say, hypothetically, it's 1 in 2,000. We are killing over 500 enemies a quest. I'm just saying, like, between all of these things, there are so many enemies that die. Poster rate I saw was 1 in 2250. Yeah, because they didn't put it in the normal event thing. I don't know if they've been tweaking it or not. Now, is that with the proclaimed bonus, or is that the base raid? That's the other thing I'm not sure about. I'm imagining it's around 1 in 2,000. Yeah. So it checks out. See that? See that, chat? I called it out. I'm like, where is the present? Mathematically speaking, I should have hit one by now. There we go. I received something. It went off screen. I have no idea what it is. Just photon drop? That's fine. So I'm like, just mathematically speaking, like, you know, with double drop rate, double everything else, like, most of these enemies have nearly 100% chance. Granted, not all of them will have it, even with 50% drop. But there comes a point where it just statistically, we should see one at some point. There we go. Is that single PD or multi PDs? That might have been multi. I'm up to 6 PDs. That might have been like a 2 per, 3 per. I'll take. I forgot to actually look at what my Gafoe count was. Or not Gafoe. I mean, it feels like Gafoe count, but what my PD count was. You've been in this quest this many times, looks at PDs. Poor Marissa's just perish. So sadly, we'll need to do another super buff, because 61 will not take us to the end. So I'll be able to donate, but I definitely cannot build enough meter at the end without a PV create or something. Or go to Hulu. I mean, on the plus side, I haven't really needed to back at all. I've been picking enough fluids up as we go with double adept. It shows that, like, anything more than that's a little excessive. I'm gonna choose to walk sideways there, because I do feel like Garden Detonator does not respect his startup time and likes to smack you immediately there. That's what I've learned. They tried fixing that, I would have said last year or the year before. That way enemies are less likely to immediately attack you, but it still happens. Kind of unfortunate. Because that can mess up runs. Because you might be expecting you could walk by certain enemies, like in TTF, and then they just suddenly hit you for no reason. It does really suck. Yeah, this will be our last big chance to get a bubble codium video away. This will be our last big chance for a buff, so I'll get hit a couple times, but I can guarantee you I'm not gonna have it in time. Yeah, like on my screen, Retractus lost buff again. So if Retract did briefly lose buff until I did that, then you definitely did not have the super buff. I'm gonna guess based off of the level that maybe you didn't donate. It's like, what, it's normally 21, and then it's 41 for 2 people. But based off of the math, so it'd be 21, 41, 61, 81, right? So I think he didn't donate. Or else we would have a higher buff. I'm for Ziggy strats, I don't know what that means. Is it not get presents? Oh, for getting items. Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you're on an item though. So if you're thinking items matter for donating, that means you're using the wrong button. I'm telling you right now, items don't matter. So yeah, there we go. See, Promethean, it works. Just complain. You can't do it back to back. You have to say, like, you know, it's been an hour. It's about time. Yeah. Because it'll be the same menu you use to get to your, like, healing items and stuff like that. So whatever your quick chat is. I don't remember if you have to hit control or not. I am so hardwired to hit control, because that's where Mag Blast is, that I just never remember to check to see if you actually need to hit control or not. I always do. I don't know if that's actually needed. Ziggy Trap plus math drop rate nerfed, yeah. Now you're not gonna get one for a while. Okay, so buffs are about to wear out. I'm at 99 meter, which is good. I might get hit on purpose again here. Can we hit? Thank you. Like, I could kill him, but I'm like, no, there's only like one enemy left before the wave, so I just barely got Mag Blast, which does matter. Poor Gertabulu. Yeah, unfortunately missing that super buff does cost a lot of time. Ooh. I mean, we still gotta do it. I was gonna say using twins. Just make sure you donate, everybody. Oh, that was so late. Oh, that was so late out. Hopefully they'll give the proper buff. Did say using twins in my defense. Yeah, that worked. Why did it give us 61? I think I'm confused. Wait, what? Wait. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. How is that a 61? Wait. Is that what happens when you double donate? You get the same as... No, it's like higher than it should be. Shouldn't have been like around 50? Why is it 60? Or does that just happen when you double donate, that it's allowed to skip that high? I was expecting like a 53. I need to double check how those rules work. I swear that doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, we got the equivalence of a three-man Photon Blast with double donate. Maybe that works? I didn't think donating added that many levels, but maybe it does. Whatever. I'm not gonna think about it anymore. Ooh, let's turn into a long quest. Yeah, we could see like a huge difference in clear time by having to do more than one mag blast. Kinda sucks. Like 4 minutes slower. Kinda rough. We're still not done with the quest too. This might end up being like almost a 28 minutes. Well, I guess we're good if we would. It doesn't really matter here. I try, mate. We'll survive this, I swear. See, this is why we need Tri-Mate, Chad. Do you ever wonder whether or not I would have lived there? If that was a Die-Mate, I absolutely would have died. But it's fine. Get my Tri-Mates back real quick. Yeah, if that had been like Monomate or Dimate, absolutely would have been one shot on the stand-up. Ooh, okay. I'm willing to do one more, and then I need a break from this quest. We might take like a, I don't know, like a 3-minute break. I mean, I almost have enough to fill out the challenge mode weapon without getting rid of a horde, which is good. I have enough coal for 2 presents, but I have no hopes for this coal being any good. I swear it's gonna be like blue paint and black paint. It's gonna be over. Or challenge mode. Ooh, that Anguish. Okay, who's doing one on Anguish? Maximum attack stage 2A on Pink ID? Oh, for lilies. For lilies and rappies. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, that didn't make any sense. I'm like, what are they possibly doing in episode 2? And I was like, oh, Temple. That makes sense, they're doing Temple. I guess that's still a thing. Yeah, people used to just check for rappies and reset repeatedly on high Anguish. Nice, I'm above 1100 health, so I no longer need heavily HP. I could unequip this later to get more defense if I want to. Or just wear a third adept and be fine. Definitely debuff into... I'm gonna put out a safety Kafoi, because there is no way team is making it to the safety rock when they're dead that fast. I guess the Dwarfon was aiming at somebody else, but the important thing is that it took free damage. We do what we can to debuff here. Just trying to think what other quests would make sense to do. We haven't done any endless. Could do some Pink ID endless for value. Hopefully we end up with another swordsman lore or something. Yeah, I don't feel like doing CF1. CF1 I have to be in a really good mood, and I'm like, maybe if there are more presents I would care. Oh, do you mean the Solstice quest? It has lots of presents. Oh, you mean, not that one. You mean, Rescue from Mogul. Oh, we could do that in theory. Somebody has a white ID. I'd prefer not to just keep playing. I'm kind of... I want to play something other than Force for a little bit. But we do need a Force potentially there. I'll think about it. Rescue from a goal on purple ID is okay. White ID is still pretty good. Keep picking up Dimates. Really, I picked up 9 Dimates. Need to stop doing that. Yeah, we're almost at the end of Even Beat. It's not worth doing another episode 4 quest. We're gonna put out 2 ways to slow down the dive bomb. I feel like I got cheated there, chat. Can we agree? I definitely had Gafoi out. It definitely ignored my Gafoi. That was so rude. Was I like just like one character with too close? I don't even feel like I was on his spawn point. Stupid startup invincibility for Dwarfons. Alright, so I guess if I do that in the future, I'm gonna stand more over here and do it. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. So annoying when that happens. I swear if I get hit this time, I'm doing multiple. There we go. I was like, I better not get hit. I'm gonna double up on Gafoe. There we go. I'm out of here. Ouch. Leave me alone, Astark. That was a very timely resto. Holy, that almost killed me. I'm glad. I'm glad I healed there. That would have been super terrible. Okay, these guys need to get away from me for a little bit. Yeah, I have enough floating adepts that I could just leave this adept on... Well, I can leave one adept on this character forever. That I don't care about. Depending on what area I go to, I only really honestly need 2 floating adepts at any given time. Oh, my bad, my Gafoe was still out there. You can blame me on that one. I mean, like, it stopped them, but not in a way that's useful. Actually, you know what? If they just charge in the corner there, that's fine. That's fun. I was worried more they would just sit back and laser. That would have been annoying. Them charging in and grouping up again, I don't care about that. Bye, Dorfon. Yeah, that was kind of a whatever in terms of time. Star here. And I get the cast, or is the game gonna deny me? Promethean beat me there. Never mind. I was gonna go for it as the last attempt, but GG. The thing we were talking about, I think you could bazooka. Like, if you just immediately normal shot bazooka, you'll stop from getting hit from that. No, you disappeared before me. You definitely pressed it before me. And I know that because I was about to ask, because my fingers were off the controller. I was going to ask if you'd hold off. Check the tapes. You beat me there by like a solid second and a half. I stood on the warp before you, but I was like double checking buff timers and everything, but everybody was still 4 minutes of buffs. Like, it didn't make sense to tell people to wait. A little off-center, but that's fine. I think last time I was like too far to the south. Let me move up slightly for the Dorfon, the next wave. This is a better position. Lone Babuda spinning in circles. What a pro. There we go. Good damage. Yeah, I feel like if I'm gonna do like Rescue from Merkel or Trail Vigo, I want to level a character, not play like my level 164s to do it. But I have to see who would qualify. I guess depending on who hosts, I could technically level my Sky ID. It's definitely not worth me hosting a Sky ID, let me tell you though. Sky ID Forest is terrible. It would have to be yellow. Green is okay. I guess even Viridian would be okay with V101 chance, technically. Oh, got interrupted with my Gafoe. That's so sad. I was hoping to stop them a little before the rock, but I underestimated how close they were. That's fine. They're all grouped up again. The worst thing that usually happens when the force messes up with that kind of stuff is like they'll just kind of run into me repeatedly. I was hoping to be out in the center specifically to build meter, and I did manage to get to my meter. So from my side, it went correctly in the sense that I wanted to be at 100 PV. So we could hold off a room for the Quadra. I think somebody said they're at 96. I'd rather hold off for the Quadra. So sad, so close. Yeah, just because, like, the difference is, like, whether or not we need to super buff again, and I'd just rather not super buff again at that point. If we're that close. I was worried I would be at, like, 60 meter while I was taking damage on purpose in that other room and playing a bit weird. Because I just wanted to get my meter. There we go. Sometimes playing optimally does not go well for the Force. I guess technically I could just put a PB create on him going forward. That way I don't have to do weird runs. Oh hey, Heaven Striker. Congrats. Ta-da! Point of the run. Hopefully it came with some hit percentage. By that time I'm gonna... Oh, only 5 dark? That's unfortunate. I mean, it's a good stat to have at least. But... yeah, you'll end up using the dark one. Yeah, I was gonna say, you'll end up using it on, like, falls. Hit percentage is the dream, but... high dark on falls. How falls to get out of here? You're fighting Indy Belra. You're like, goodbye, Indy Belra. I'm done with you too. You need that little bit of burst damage while playing episode 2 and helling everything. You're like, why hello, dark percentage. Everybody sealed up. My heart race on what? Somebody getting Heaven Striker? I didn't think I got Heaven Striker. I knew it couldn't be high hit percentage or else it would have been on the banner. But that doesn't rule out, I think, like 15 hit, for example. Oh, I'm so dead. That's unfortunate. I got frozen. Did I? I didn't even hear a rare sound, I'll be honest with you. I'm not expecting any rare, so I think you're making assumptions. I'm like, I definitely did not expect anything there. Oh boy, I'm just gonna do Stag. There we go. Somebody else needs to do it. Guys, come on. You guys are killing me. Just pick one. There you go. Someone do twins. There we go. You're killing me. You can't match with me, so we're safe here. I know. We're getting trolled. It's like, I'm like, you wanna know what the secret is? All of you should just pick one preemptively, and when you group together, you never change. And then you never have the question again. See, for me, I either do twins or stag. There's nothing in between. And if it's a 4-man thing, I will still do the 4th thing as twins. Because as long as you don't do 2 in a row, and as long as twins always starts, twins is the safe one to do. Right? It just makes sense. That's like, for me, I will be twins always, unless I have stag. Just because it makes it easier for other people's timings. But one day we'll get the group there. Kill the zoo. I guess team can't kill the zoo. So it's out of bounds or something. Like, I'm the only one damaging. It's like, my level 81 shifter is not gonna do very much in this scenario. I'd like to go back to Bowie stacking for a little bit. Heal on. He stopped freezing me. Yeah, the problem too with like the high shifted D-band is sometimes I just don't get an opportunity to set up on a wave, because the wave is just gone in like 2 seconds. It's hard to get like 5 Gapoes out. Like now I'll have a good opportunity to stack. Kind of like I was waiting for the team to kill the zoo. Now the same thing is happening here. Let's kill the zoo. Killing me. Is it out of bounds for everybody? Because stuff like that will stop me from Gapoe stacking. There we go. So it's hard to be both the person that hits the zoo and also sets up the Gapoe, just because it doesn't go anywhere there. Only 10 on defense for Flame Garment. That's disappointing. I'm not going to sell that to people. Again, if that was like a 40 or 50 defense Flame Garment, I think it'd be worth something. Otherwise, it's like a PD, and even then people don't really bite. Most of them are either I'll take any and don't care, or maxed out only. I started glancing because that's all that zoo flying around on shot. Like, listen. Now we have so much shifted D-band that I don't really need to Zalor that much here. But I'll still do it on the Goron detonators. Maybe the zoos. Debuff, debuff. Fine. Yeah, when we come back from break, we'll do some rescue from a goal. I have to think about what ID to do it on though. I think the Flame Garment's worth 2 points, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there we go. I should probably just pick that up for future upgrades, I guess, because I haven't technically maxed our team yet. Ursa almost got to attack me. I was gonna say, damn, Colette rolling in presents. So many presents. Get these things out of here. Yeah, that dark percentage will be useful versus a couple of different enemies. You're more likely than not to use the Berserk on dark attribute enemies anyway, because they have high health. So it's always nice for it to be that or machine, honestly. Ouch. I've got a few good Bowie stacks out, so it's not too good. Ooh, triple hit while frozen, GG. Good thing my buffs don't matter. Right, chat? Doesn't even matter in the slightest. Don't care. Not using them. Got that Diamond again. I really need to turn that off in the reader, because I just don't see in the moment whether that's dye fluid or not. I just assume it's dye fluid. I'm like, damn, it's not. I don't want it. Take these, though. Almost did it again. There we go. I'm going to equip this Imperial barrier so I stop picking up Dimates. New strat. Just junkifying my equipment. Oh, Justy with 15 hit. Disappointing. I was hoping that was a PD. was gonna say, my expectation for tonight is, can I at least get a PD? It's like, that's where we are at with the item drops right now. It's kind of sad. I genuinely feel during this double drop rate up present rate, I have legitimately gotten more PDs playing very hard mode, as well as better drops than the entirety of the stream tonight. Kind of painful, not gonna lie. I don't miss that about PSO. I could have been like unsealing my lane or something. That would have been worth it. So sad. One day we will get something interesting. Ryuker dropped. I don't think I need that. Sometimes I do for new forces, but for now I don't. Another Striker Plus. Yeah, as I said before, I didn't realize that the items, the color of the rare changes depending on how good its stats are. I don't know if people noticed that with it. As I said before, I'm used to just min-rolling everything, that I'm not used to seeing it with different colors. So we got, for example, a Striker Plus that was max evade, max defense, and the text was orange for it, which I guess is pretty cool. Because, I mean, it's kind of like the hit percentage tracker, that the number gradually goes red depending on how covered it is. Alright, so I've learned to sidestep that. Worth picking up for Forge. I don't think I'll do Forge stuff. I'll pick the other one up because people might actually pay PDs for a completely maxed one. I'm not a person that's interested in Forge stuff, to be honest, nor do I really want to sell those components. Unless it's something simple like a, I don't know, like a Select Cloak. Something that might have small value outside of Forge components, but not likely to be purchased. Remember in trading, everybody's like, man, I can't get any Select Cloaks. And then I looked at my bank and I have like 6 of them. I'm like, yes, can't find them. Yes. Oh yeah, yeah, now they're like 10 PDs, exactly. Like now they're worth something, for sure. Before you would still get like 2 to 3 PDs for people that genuinely wanted it. But now that people have purchased stuff, the price has gone down. It's an on-demand kind of thing. Ouch. I have heard the music pause. I will fix it momentarily. Glide Divine this room. Getting hard bullied by Goron Detonator, leave me alone. Got PD'd by Zoo. Kinda rude. Actually, no, it wasn't. It couldn't be Zoo. Zoo didn't stop there. It was Goron Detonator that PD'd me. That's less offensive. Still not great, but we'll take it. Hope chat's not pulling all the Gorons. Yeah, make sure to pull if you're on the far side. That was unfortunate. I think he was leaping at somebody else, and I happened to run into it. By Power Goron. Oh, yeah, I think I've only picked up 2 presents so far in almost, I don't know, how long have I been live? 3.5 hours? It's pretty dire. A very large majority of that has been high enemy density quests. That's pretty bad. Well, let's have the percentage I was expecting to get. Oh, what a tease, chat. 45 hit arms, no special. What a tease. What an absolute tease. Man, if that had been like Charge Arm, would have been like, here we go, Rockhouse. Now you can land your hits. Getting absolutely teased by these drops. Brutal. One day, chat, we will see the good item. Sadly, I don't think tonight is going to be my night. We'll see if post-break if it gets better. Anyway, let's go ahead and debuff. Yeah, their super buff should last long enough. I'm gonna move slightly more to the side here. That way I'm in a better position for future waves. Not in the middle of the Quadribulu. Yeah, like, we're not gonna bother debuffing the zoo. It's more important we can always stack. You can quit? Mm-hmm. Shake your head, chat. Shake your head. And it's like brutal. Where are the best? Just give me something. Holy. At least give me like a pity V101 after all this. Instead it teases me with like terrible arms. Oh man, so sad. Interest at all over there. Brutal. I guess I'll put away the coal since I think I'm done with CF tonight. I don't really want to return to this unless we have nothing but challenge mode weapons. Grant's here, Ziggy. I'm not going back for it if you put it in that floor. I was out of there. My defense, your message popped up as I was already mid-conversation. He's away. Am I gonna cap on coal? Yes. Alright. Well, chat, as a joke, I will go redeem the coal before I go on break. I'm literally about to get more presents from doing that than the entirety of the runs. It's so painful. Like, if I level 8 Mega, chat, what a deal. Sorry, a 50-hit beam. I think the grant's 28, thank you. I think that's still an upgrade for my newer courses. They at least got somewhere in like the 26-27 range more recently, but for a long time, like the beginning of the year, I sold like 22 grants, like one of my main courses. It was not good. It's gotten a little better doing more episode 4 runs. Alright, chat, moment of truth. What do you think I'm gonna get in my guaranteed presents before I go on this break? Also, that is so sad. I'm like 2,000 from leveling. $60 at Jaya? Wow, that is the most hopeful answer I've seen so far. Let's go to Christmas event. I need to withdraw 73 coal. Oh, let's see. Let's have a lot of spare materials in here. 65 hit hell autogun. Got one of those one of the other years. I'm gonna put the scapegoat on the floor because it'll probably get mad at me. Oh my gosh, I'm not mad. Oh my gosh, that scared me so much with the dialogue prompt. The fear is real, chat. No. So scary with the prompts. Like, please don't give me a common present. Alright, so I have one photon drop. Can't make this stuff up. Alright, 3 photon drops, I guess it's okay. Well, is that the second orange paint I've received? I think it is. I think I put the other one away. It's so sad. It's so bad. So bad. I mean, I call blue and black paint. It's like almost there. It knows. On the plus side, though, this character is not bad. One more level up. Be pretty good, and he's gonna level pretty much instantly, which is nice. Let me put away an adept, and then let me take Perhaps out of his carriage, out of the share bag. Let me get the hefty body out of here. So that way he just has enough raw defense to tank hits. Which I think to me is more important for higher level gameplay, to just not get knocked down. And it scales a lot better off of buffed shift to deban. Alright. So Chan, I'm gonna go on a short break. Let's go ahead and say goodbye to YouTube. I don't have anything to say. At least Chan got decent items for the most part. Promethean TBD in terms of what items we can get. Let's go on a break. I have some food, I just need to eat it. So let's say 10 minutes from now. And otherwise, we'll see YouTube in just a little bit. So thank you for watching, and when we return, we're probably going to do about 2.5 hours of PSO before we go into the retrospective, so look forward to both of those. But for now, thanks for watching YouTube, and hope to see you again in the next part.